He's gonna sit right there. Yep, he's sitting right there. There he sits. That's right, it's Freddy Fazbear, and I have a speaker in the back, so you're gonna hear more noise. The better the noise, the better the limit. Look at the Freddy Fazbear plushie. Look at the Freddy Fazbear plushie. Look at that. Poggers. Oh my god. I feel so small. Oh my god. Poggers. Alrighty. Let's put the share the screen. Okay, so this story has two endings. And this is gonna be a long story. Like, we're gonna be here for like a long time. This is a very long story. Hello, hello. I didn't say this was a movie. I said this is a story. Shadow. Let's be nice, everybody. Let's be nice. We're trying to be happy today. Let's be nice. Hey, Sudi, how's it going? Oh my god, look at the duck. Hey, ducky. We're gonna be nice. He's not okay. Alrighty. So we're gonna start the story. I'm gonna be here for a while. Hello. So this is basically the FNAF movie, but like if it was like rated R. Oh yeah. What the heck is he saying? Oh my god. We're gonna start it right about. Oh my god, dude. Calm down, Jesus. Hold on. There you go. There you go, guys. He's angry. Oh well. I mean, it is Shadow the Hedgehog, so it's not supposed to be a movie. It's supposed to be a story, so that's unfortunate. But like, we're gonna start the story. There's a good ending and a bad ending. How was my day? Pretty good so far. I ate some soup. It was pretty good. So the story is rated R for bloody elements, harsh language, some alcohol and abuse elements. Story might include some sensitive topics that might be too much for the viewer, not intended for a young audience. Content is contra. The story opens with a man named Bob reading a newspaper. He sees a job for a pizzeria job and gets excited. Ho ho, this is it. Hey honey, look, a job application. Perhaps when I get this job, we can finally pay for your cancer bills, right? And our daughter's sickness. She's been coughing too. Bob's wife walks up to him. She looks sick as she begins to cough as well. That's great, honey. I'm so proud of you. Now enjoy your job. There will be some pizza here for all of us, especially your young daughter here. Bob sees his daughter jumping around, happy for her father. You got a job, Daddy. I'm so excited for you. Hope you do well. Bob smiles as he hugs his family. I'm going to make you proud, my family. He turns around as his daughter holds on to a plushie, coughing. You'll be back for dinner, right, Papa? Yeah, yeah, no worries, I will. The wife smiles. Dinner will be ready when you return, okay, honey? Bob is about to leave until his daughter gives him an umbrella. Wait, Papa, it's raining. You'll need this. Silly me. Thank you. Okay, I'm heading off. Bye now. Everybody stay safe. The mom and daughter see Bob leave and hope for his safety. Chloe holds on to her Freddy plush tight. Bob leaves in the rain. As the door closes, he prepares for what might be his last night. We now see Bob as a security guard. Bob is attempting to break down the entrance to the pizzeria. Damn it, open, you got this. Bob hears what seems to be the children laughter in the background. Should I check it? Not heard the check. Bob grabs his flashlight and walks to the location. Why did the paper say to use the name Bob instead of Mark? Maybe to hide identities. Bob feels uneasy as he smells something rotting. Smells like something died. What could it be? The pizzeria at night felt creepy. The animatronics were not helping. Bob felt no fear though. He had experience with these things, since he used to work here before. Okay, put yourself together. You're Fritz. Calm it down. First night is usually not that bad, so I will. Bob scares himself bumping into pizza boxes. No, 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 no. What was that? Oh, it's just pizza boxes. Silly me. Bob has anxiety, but was able to control it at times. But sometimes, no need to worry about that right now. Right now, his focus is on survival. Bob walks around the empty halls of the pizzeria. As he shines his flashlight, he spots a child. Are you lost, kid? Why are you just. Bob stops as he gets closer. He begins to feel chills. Why is this kid just standing there? Is the child lost? The child does not respond and just points behind Bob as the spirit giggles and vanishes into thin air. Bob looks behind him as he is jump scared by the same kid with the white eyes and tears, causing the poor guy to fall and break his leg. Bob quickly gets up as he knows he can't give up now, not when he knows what at risk if he doesn't return home. Bob looks at the picture that he pulls from his vest. It fills him with determination to survive. I swear that I will return no matter what happens, my daughter. I promise. Bob limps quickly to the office as he sees both Chica and Bonnie dashing to the door. He's able to close both doors as he looks at them at the same time. It's 2 a.m. Maybe the office is a safe place. Maybe. Is this the end for Bob? Who knows? He'll wait it out, as Bob doesn't know if he'll make it out alive. He hopes he will, but with a limpy leg, it won't be easy, and time isn't exactly on his side. Just have to survive till 6 a.m. and. Oh god, my daughter, my wife, I. Noise from the door scares Bob, causing him to panic. Bob turns to see Bonnie and Chica on the monitors, with white eyes, the devil's eyes. They look soulless, as one of them turns their heads, and Chica aims her cupcake and throws it at the camera. Oh, shit, Bob says. Bob hears a noise in the vents. He quickly turns to run at it. The cupcake enters as it bites parts of Bob's finger. Lucky for Bob, he grabs a taser and the tasers the cupcake back to its owner. Bob's finger falls to the floor. He looks for a way out, but perhaps the office is a safe place, right? He still thinks that. Positive thoughts, right? It's gonna help with the stress right now. The night goes on as we cut to see Bob in panic. As he looks at the power, he sees it's still at 10%. As he sees it's barely 4 a.m. He sweats as he sees Bonnie and Chica at his door. He turns to the phone and he gives one last message to the phone. Hello, hello? The guard makes a speech. Please, my family, call. The phone and all the power of the pizzeria shut down. As Bob hears the Toreador march and some laughing, very creepy laughing. Bob finishes his speech. As he turns to see both doors open, he crawls to under the desk and whimpers. What time is it? 5 a.m.? Oh god, this ain't good. I'm scared. I hope the baby doesn't wake up. Bob sees Freddy is gone from the camera. Bob looks up as he sees Freddy spot him, as Freddy knocks the desk as his eyes glow bloody white. Wait, wait, no, I don't want to die. Please, no, my poor Chloe. Freddy's claws drag Bob's body to the chair. As Bob screams, his body is thrown into a chair. As he looks up to the clock, he sees it's 6 a.m., but the animatronics already turn on some saw-type machine. Bob looks at the animatronics closing the doors. As he screams, he looks at the saw thing getting closer to him. Some music in the speakers gets more static and louder, and the children's laughter is heard. It's like they're making fun of the poor guy. He sees some screws and ties them as the shreddy is getting closer. Bob knows his chances of survival are slim, but perhaps there's hope as a little bit of the screws get loose. Not much, but it's something. But sadly, it seems that it's too late. His fate is set in stone. Bob's heartbeat is getting faster and faster. Bob in his mind gets flashbacks to when he first met his wife. It's very happy, quite nice even. So, you said you wanted to take me on a cruise. You said that, right? Bob looks into the air and smiles. I did, but when I get the money for her cancer and her daughter, I will, I promise. Bob's wife turns to him. Really? Bob turns around and gives a wider smile and looks at his wife in the eyes, grabbing her arms. Really, really. That's nice. You truly are something special, and I'm sure our daughter is proud too. Tears fall from poor Bob's eyes as his heartbeat gets a small pinch. Another flashback shows Bob and his child Chloe. Hey daddy, look at the plushie. Can you buy it for me? Bob looks at the plushie and laughs. Sure. Actually, how about I make you one? Make me one? Chloe says. We cut to Bob making a plushie for his daughter as he gives his daughter a Freddy plushie. Now, when I'm not here, you can think of that plushie as me. Chloe walks up to her father and smiles. You're the best father in the whole world. His heartbeat seems to get slower and slower. He feels his body stopping. It feels like a stab right in the heart. We see now as Bob, with the little string he has in the shreddy, pulling out a photo. It's of him with his family, as he closes his eyes and says, Forgive me, my family. He's still able to say his last words, but not for long as one last tear falls in the ground. He yells as his face is torn in pieces. His eyes fall on the ground, and part of his brain and eyes dangle in bloody pieces. The picture he had in his hands fall. We see the writing in the picture. From Chloe, you dad are my superstar. The shreddy gets pulled back as we see Bob's lifeless body in the seat. Bob is dragged at his arms is seen dragged to the cameras by a shadow figure in a dark mask, hiding in the shadows. An original story from Fredbear's channel, an adaptation from Scott Cawthon's Five Nights at Freddy's franchise and Emma Tammy's hit 2023 film comes Five Nights at Freddy's, rewritten, the extended uncut version. Chapter 1, A Man Named Mike. We cut to our main character Mike in his apartment, all messy and broken up, as he wakes up in the morning, lights shine in his eyes. Hello, Utah. How's my favorite location doing today? Mike takes a pill with some refreshing water and looks at the Nevada poster. New day, as always, I guess. He sighs, trying to smile, but decides to not smile for now. Mike gets his daily push ups ready, as it's what keeps him active mostly. Sometimes it works. Sometimes. Okay, Mike, no need to be a sleepy failure. You got this. He hears barking. Oh, right, I have a dog. Silly me. Mike turns to see his dog. Well, not his, but his neighbor Max Bonesy, the dog. Do you want a treat, Bonesy? The dog jumps up, down in excitement. Seems that's a yes. Mike throws the treat, but it goes over the window. Oh, shit. Mike pretends nothing happened as he knows there might be a noise complaint, as always. And Mike grabs another treat and just hands it to Bonesy. Next time, I'll just hand it to you, okay? Mike seems to live alone. It always has not been this way, though. He had a sister named Abby, but something very bad happened. Mike turns to the bed and decides to rest for a while. He puts on some forest sounds and stares into the air. He likes to get lost in his mind sometimes. He looks at the Namada poster up in his wall. It's the only thing he has placed up there since he isn't much of a creative house guy. He could barely fix up his own apartment. He's able to easily sleep, but it doesn't feel like he's sleeping. As he opens his eyes, he has arrived at some type of forest location. He turns to see a kid just standing there. The kid has no smile, no face. The face is distorted like, you think it's all over? That you can just forget about us? Mike is confused. What is this? Is he hallucinating again? No, did not feel like that. This time it felt different. It felt real. What are you saying? What is this? Where am I? The kid does not respond and just looks down into the ground with a distorted frown. Mike runs to the kid as the kid vanishes out of nowhere. Laughter is heard in the distance as writing is seen in the walls. Mike falls to the floor and is back home. It feels like he did not leave his apartment, but he swears he was just in that area. Mike's head begins to hurt as he hears his alarm ring. Mike opens his tired eyes, seeing the sunlight once again hit his eyes, barely able to open his eyelids. He isn't able to comprehend what he has witnessed. Mike grabs his pills and some water once again and gets out of bed. Mike begins his push up routines all over again. It helps with the issues he's been facing with his tragic past. Mike hears a ring at his door and gets annoyed. Not the first time his doorbell has been ringed. Some random guy in a mask with a buff body build arrived at his doorstep days ago. Like a strange guy with a face of a bear. It wasn't Halloween. Maybe a crackhead messing around the apartment. He calls himself Buff. Mike gets annoyed and is not able to finish his sentence by the doorbell. As it rings again, and enough is enough, Bonesy would not stop barking, and it's giving Mike a headache. What now? Mike grabs his book and is about to slam the person he sees at his door until Mike opens the door to see Doug. Mike quickly throws the book over the window. He breaks it again. Hey, Doug! I was gonna do any. Oh shit, I'm in trouble, ain't I? Doug seems angry. Mike could tell. Mike hands out a pizza slice as Doug throws it in the ground. Jeez, rude. What a waste, dude. That was like $1, bro. Like, at least have a slice. After the whole Aunt Jane leaving Doug for Jane not needing him, Doug decided to buy out an apartment company. But Doug seems to not take any more of Mike's shenanigans. We cut to a court scene where Jane is laughing Mike at Mike as she's grabbing the money and looks at Doug. So that's it? I win? Judge Razzle, one of the judges. Well, we went through the entire court and yeah, you won. Court dismiss. Jane is able to take Abby, and I'm going on my break. Jane gets up and grabs Abby by force. Okay, time to go make me take care of you. Abby in tears looks at Mike. Mike, please, no, I don't want to go. Don't make the judge let the bad woman take me. Mike tries to get up, but Jane speaks. Try anything, and I swear to God, I'll ruin you where you stand. Mike clenches his fist and screams, You're a monster. You don't want to take care of my sister. You just want her for the money, you animal. Jane's eyes twitch as she seems quite pissed and crushes the paper. Aunt Jane turns around and walks up to Mike. We see Doug just making faces. He really doesn't want to be here. It's almost breakfast. What did you say? I am your aunt. Have some manners. I raised you, and this is the thanks I get? We see Abby making a smug face, and behind her, she has a middle finger as a joke. She slowly says, You didn't raise shit. Aunt Jane yells at Abby. She seems to have enough of this behavior. You two are disrespectful to your elders. How dare you? You're one to talk, Abby says. Mike knows Abby got this type of behavior from Max. Since Max swears a lot around Abby, he should know. Jeff is always snitching on his sister just because he was bored. We see Doug laughing. He seems to be enjoying the show quite well. Jane turns around with a stern look, lifting her finger. And what are you laughing about? Doug stays quiet. He knows Jane is an insane person and will go all cuckoo crazy on him. I just realized I shouldn't be hearing any of this. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't be here at all. Sit down if you know what's good for you. Mike grabs a swing and punches his aunt right in the face. The judge gets up and decides it's not worth it, as Jane decides to run to Abby and drag her in her car. As Mike runs, but is tripped by what seems to be something Jane put herself, a purple paper airplane. Mike runs as Abby by the window hits the window as she yells for her brother. It seems to be over now for poor Mike. Mike sees Abby getting taken away. Abby! Abby! It's too late. She's gone. The same thing that happened to Garrett happened to Abby. Mike lost Abby. All the blame is on poor Mike. It begins to rain. Mike just stands there in loss, a broken man who doesn't care anymore as he leaves. Doug gets out and tries to hand Mike an umbrella, but it's too late. Mike is gone. We cut to now to the broken down apartment full of tears and sorrow. Doug talks with the broken down Mike. Doug lifts his finger. He seems mad and tired. Don't you Doug me, Mike. Where's your payment? Mike sweats. What payment? Mike tries to act stupid, but he knows what Doug is talking about. Doug in anger stomps his foot. Your apartment payment, Mike. You did not pay your bills for the past 6 months. I let you live in the apartment, and you made it a mess. Look, you know it's not easy, since that jerk of an aunt ruined me. I have nothing. Look, Mike, I did not buy this apartment company for the others who live there. I bought this for you. I feel bad that that shithead of an aunt ruined your life and took everything from you. But you can't be doing this. Mike turns to see multiple pizza boxes and papers on the floor. Look, I can explain those. You see, I was hungry, so I. Doug sees Bonesy walking around and peeing on the floor. Oh, and you have a dog now. How? That's that's not mine, Mike says. Makes sense. You do not know how to take care of it. And look how much dog food is in there. And it's everywhere. And the constant barking. If you don't find a job in the next month, I'm kicking you out, Mike. I swear I'm not joking. Doug slams the door as he closes it, and Mike sighs. Doug feels bad, but knows Mike cannot live like this forever. Mike sighs as his phone rings. It's Max, one of his friends. Hey, Max. How's it going? Things have been better. I know you seem to not be in the mood since I reminded you about that meeting with Abby's teacher and things got terrible. Sorry about that. No, it's fine. Hey, Mike, I want my dog back. I heard about the eviction apartment notice. Cannot have you going homeless with my dog, right? I know I said you needed a guard dog to warn eviction notices and all that, but like, you don't have a house soon, so I need the dog back. Right as Max is about to hang up, Mike makes a with Cress. Wait, Max, I have a question. Before I become lonely, do you know any place that would, hire me? Well, one of my friends, Sydney, works at an ice cream shop. She should be able to hook you up with an ice cream job there. Great. Ice cream. How boring, Mike says. It's either that or you're homeless, Max replies. Mike looks at his rotting apartment. There's no other choice. Fine, where is this place? Some shopping mall. It has a rainbow with ice cream. Real simple location. Hey, Mike, I saw a ring and I was what Mike hangs up. Hello? Oh, he hanged up. Oh, wow. He just hanged up on me. Jeff enters the room, rolling his eyes around. Stop trying, sis. He does not want you. He does not want anyone. He's a lost cause. Max crosses her legs and throws her hair around as she grabs the remote and turns on the TV. Oh, trust me, with this face, eyes, and bod, I'm quite pretty. He'll understand me. I just feel lonely. I mean, look at the ring on that TV. Here, let me turn on the volume. Jeff looks at the ring on the TV. I have to tell you, there is something magical about these rings, and you can have it within. Max's eyes gets lost on the TV. She seems to look like a puppy with bright eyes. She's never had a boyfriend before, which she thought to herself is shocking, since she told herself, I'm pretty, why does no one want me? I wish someone would buy me a ring. Do not expect it to be Mike, sis. Max laughs. Don't make me laugh. You're funny. Well, anyways, I'm going to go pick up the dog. See you on the flip side, bro. I'll be fixing up the motorcycle, Jeff replies. It's been broken for days. Then perhaps we can go to Sparky's. Heard they have a new breakfast option. It is the most important meal of the day, after all. All right. Do not forget we have that gift card for Sparky's. It's only $5. The hell are we gonna get with $5? Gum? We'll figure out when we get back. Got it? Mac closes the door, leaving, whistling the Toreador March, snapping her fingers. As Jeff out of nowhere gets a call. Weird. Jeff's only contact was with Max. Where did this random number come from? Unknown caller. Probably a scam. He quickly hangs up. The phone calls again. Annoyed by the number, he answers. Look, whatever you're selling, I'd. Is this Jeff? Jeff is confused. How does this person know his name? Feeling goosebumps, he keeps talking to the voice. How the hell do you know my name? I have my ways. See you on the flip side. Jeff hangs up, weirded out. Should he visit Hank or Carl for help? Perhaps they are not home since Hank's wife, Darlene, was out of town and might not be home right now. The family were on band practice with Carl. Jeff decides no, to just find out what's happening to himself. So he grabs a bat Hank gave him for protection. That was weird and creepy, man. Jeff walks to the attic and grabs some tools for his motorcycle. He lifts up the blinds, but feels chills and fear. The hell is that? He sees a female police officer standing in the porch as she looks at Jeff all menacingly with a smile. Jeff picks up the phone from his pocket to take a picture and lifts it up, but he sees the officer is now gone. How did she? Jeff runs to the porch as he sees she's gone, nowhere to be found. Was that a ghost or must be something else? Jeff's head is swirling. It's been a long day. An argument with Max hurt his head earlier, but Jeff is trying his best. He isn't the best role model. He's been to jail multiple times, so not the best impression, but at least Carl was there with him. So yeah, it was not all that bad. Although Carl did rip some random cell guy's face off with a bottle, but like he was drunk that day. He legit was able to hide in a bottle and was able to escape with a picklock. He stole it from his mom's purse. Yeah, not even his own family is safe from Carl's craziness. And yet again, Carl still meant well, since he's always sending out cards in the mail, a bit of money from his band degree. Jeff looks in the mail and he sees the payment. It's not much money, but it will do. He sees the bills are also due for the RV. He doesn't have much time until he and his sister are kicked out from the RV. But lucky for him, Uncle Hank is nice enough to let the two live with him, and Carl if anything goes wrong. Darlene also gave Jeff some keys to the RV for somewhere to live. All Jeff wants is for him and his sister to live somewhere, better than a broken down RV. Do not fear, sister. I'm trying my best. Just gotta pull through somehow. Jeff closes the mall and mail as he walks back to the RV. Jeff walks in and looks at the photo of his mom and dad. They both died when his sister and him were younger in a car crash. Max never got to see any of them. Jeff is the big brother who just wants what's best for Max. A tear falls from his eyes. I'm trying my best, but is it enough? God, my brain hurts. It's like something slicing on my guts. There. Wait, already, hold on. I'm just trying to. It's. I live for a few minutes. Yeah, surprisingly. We cut back to Mike throwing stuff. He feels like he is in some real deep shit. He feels hopeless, broken from something. He does not remember what he did, but he knows he needs to change. Mike gets his stuff ready as he drives to the mall, and he sees Sydney waving at him. Hey there, welcome to ice cream parties. How can we help? Yeah, I want to talk to the manager of this location. Sydney points to a man named Jeremiah, a jolly fellow with ice cream everywhere. That's our handy leader, Jeremiah. Jeremiah looks at Mike and quickly approves of the new guy. Welcome to the crew, Mike. Always proud to see a new one on our team. Oh, God, jeez, you smell like ice cream. Gross. Do you shower? Jeremiah laughs as he turns to Sydney, scooping out ice cream. Jeremiah lifts his finger and does not stop chuckling. He's like some sort of Santa Claus. How can someone be this happy? The stench of ice cream is so messy. You're a funny man. I like you. What's your name? Oh, wait, never mind. I can see in your name tag. Anyways, here's a badge. Mike looks at the badge. A silly rainbow with a face. You suck. Oh no, wrong one. Here you go. Mike is handled and given another badge right away. Way to go, superstar. Huh. And the annoying magic rainbow is there. What is that, your mascot? Mike shakes Jeremiah's hand. We are going to get along just fine. Mike begins the work in the ice cream shop as he scoops out and gives the customers their order. One of the lady grabs an order that isn't even in the menu. She looks at the menu and begins to speak nonsense. Do you have spaghetti with like sprinkles or meat with the size of fries and bacon? We sell ice cream here, lady. Get it right. Jeremiah arrives just in time to stop him. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. We have that on the other side of the mall. That they should have your order. Jeremiah turns to Mike in anger. Mike, what in the scoop are you doing? Do not be rude to our customers. We're gonna go out of business. But she was asking dumb. Jeremiah calms himself down by slurping a random cup of soda. A lady in the front yells, "That's my soda!" Jeremiah hands the lady a coupon. Ooh, coupon. Never mind. Thanks. Bye bye. Jeremiah turns back to Mike sleeping on the job. Jeremiah quickly snaps his fingers. Oh my god, Mike, just call me when you need me, okay? Here's a bell. You should use that, okay? Mike rings the bell, and the sound is so loud it wakes him up real badly. Like his eyelids are no longer feeling tired. Jeremiah rolls his eyes, slamming his palm. Okay, it's only when you need me, okay? Bye for now. Mike gets tired and gets up to grab some ice cream. Why not? Food is food. But is ice cream really food? Whatever makes him not hungry. Mike walks up to the corner and sees a lady. She seems very happy, too happy to be in this type of job. Cindy looks at him in awe as she lies her hand on her hip, biting her tongue, trying to get Mike's attention. My lord, he's so dreamy. Who wouldn't want to date a. Hey, excuse me, can I have some chocolate with vanilla? Sydney seems lost in Mike's eyes as she's not paying attention. Hey, lady, wake up. Sydney gets her mind off the gutter as Mike is quite good looking. Sydney giggles. Oh, sorry about that. Rainbow Explosion. It's our most popular. How about it? Yeah, whatever makes me not hungry. Sydney rolls her eyes and gives Mike the ice cream. Bye bye, hun. Sydney gives out her cheery mood as usual as Mike leaves the mall, not seeming to give any attention to the ice cream lady. Sydney waves and gets her eyes off Mike as Jeremiah, drinking soda, bumps into her. You really think you have a shot? Oh, yes, I do. How much you want to bet? Cindy is about to pull out a couple of money from her paycheck until she hears Jeremiah say something on the pocket. Your job. Cindy looks worried. Is he being serious? Cindy was only in college, and this ice cream job barely paid well. She cannot afford to lose another job since her father wasn't very supportive of her job. Her father did not want her to be an ice cream lady. He wanted her to be something more. At least her mom is more supportive. Jeremiah laughs while slurping his soda. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Sandy laughs in worry as she chuckles for a while. Or am I? Jeremiah, a little bit of silence is heard. Nah, I'm kidding, but seriously, get back to work. The mix up ice cream woman is back. Sydney looks up to see it's her again. It's Karen. Is he gone? Oh, thank goodness. Anyways, I would like some caramel whip. Sydney slams her head against the cashier as Jeremiah leaves laughing. Meanwhile, Mike is dealing with his own issues. Mike has finished his shift as he leaves for the night and drives back to the apartment. He sees a paper eviction notice. He grabs it and rips it apart. He really isn't trying to deal with this stuff again. He needs a rest. That mix up lady mixing her order really tired him out. He goes to sleep as we once see the walls again. Mike rakes in the forest as he sees the kid again, but this time in a birthday setting. What? Wait, where am I? Why am I here again? Mike turns to see multiple teens bullying a kid. Mike has been bullied before, so he quickly runs over to stop the whole situation. Hey, leave that kid alone. He isn't able to do much as he is shocked by a scream in the back. As Mike stops, he turns to see a golden bear. Hey, you, help me. Look, those bullies. Help, do something. The bear vanishes as Mike turns to the bullies. They seem to stop messing with the kid. Okay, time to make things right. Mike runs to the bullies but trips over a purple airplane. Was that the same airplane from the courtroom? It can't be, can it? The kids, all distorted, turn around and scream in bloody tears. Mike still isn't able to see their faces. As Mike wakes up, he looks at the writing in the walls and reads the text. Tomorrow is another day. Mike checks his watch in panic. He doesn't want to lose another job. The only job he had was a dishwasher guy. It did not go well since he slept on the job, and yeah, things went south quickly as he lost his temper and ended up beating a random dude there. Lucky for Mike, he quickly ran away from that country and no one seemed to remember his name from that location. So he should be golden. Ah, shoot, I'm going to be late for work. Gotta get over there to that location. Quick. Mike drives his car quickly and does not notice he passed the red light. Well, not my problem. Nothing bad could happen from that. Mike does not see a police officer in the back who doesn't seem to mind him passing the red light. The officer just looks at him with a stern look. The officer isn't noticeable. Mike just sees a hoodie and a slender figure. Doesn't matter for now. Guess the officer let me off the hook. Lucky me. Later on, we see Mike tapping his hands on the table as he looks around the area. It's very noisy and busy today. Mike wanted today to be quiet, but guess things can't go his way. Jeremiah arrives excited with a burger and a soda, as always. He seems to enjoy the same type of food every day. Mike wonders, is this healthy? Oh well, it's none of his business, as long as the man is jolly. Hey, Mike, how's it going? Ah, darn, the burger has no pickles. Darn it, Jack, not again. Oh well, at least the soda has ice. He seems annoyed by Jeremiah's sipping the soda, and as he crushes the soda, he tries to hoop in the trash can. Ah, darn it, and I almost made it too. Mike sees all the soda on the floor. You do realize that the janitor has to pick all that soda up, right? And someone might trip and we could get sued. You don't worry about all that? Jeremiah chuckles and swings his arm around. Oh, don't worry. Springy over there likes their job. Right, Springy? The janitor cleaning their soda hides the frustration. Yeah, job. How fun. See, told you, Mike. They like the job. Plus, they get to wear the mascot suit. Mike turns to see what seems to be some sort of teen in an ice cream costume. And that's some person that was messing with the ice cream maker. So now we have them working on the ice cream machine since they broke our machine. This teen throws a soda can at Jeremiah's head as they leave the mop and quit their job. I was being sarcastic. And by the way, the real's name is Slushy Slings. Stop calling me Springy. That's my nickname. The teen removes the mascot suit and leaves the area. Seems like they had enough. Where the heck is that kid's parents? Mike wonders. The teen had a shirt with a white rabbit with purple lashes. It looks like a plush rabbit Abby had back home, like the dolphin plushie she had. Jeremiah turns his attention to Mike's book. You know, I'm some kind of a reader myself. He looks at the title. It's a long one. It takes a while to pronounce it. Hmm, this book you have, Mike, it's crazy. Like, so many weird words. How do you read that title? Mike seems tired. He feels all doozy. It's been quite a long day. He was not able to rest long, and the noise of the kids screaming and throwing water guns isn't helping. Earlier, he was hit by one of the water guns. He almost lost it. Why are so many kids now? Yesterday there was no one. And why is break only 20 minutes? This mall is bonkers. There's a party today, Mike. So maybe that's why. You never been to one? Mike himself has only been to one party, but he barely participated. He didn't like to be in the crowd, but his decisions caused a big tragedy in his life. And now he is here. What would have happened if he'd done things differently? If he was more involved in things? He gets tapped in the shoulder by his friend again as Jeremiah turns his interest to Mike's book again. Mike was lost in his mind, at least Jeremiah was an understandable person and was not like the others in the mall. Although the constant slurping from the soda could get annoying, Mike still cares for his best friend. Jeremiah reads over the book and is examining it like a hawk. That title of the book looks crazy good. I'm so curious. Can I read it a bit? Sure, knock yourself out. Mike was not focused at this moment. He was focused on a kid messing around with the other kids. Mike is curious about the kid. It's weird since the other kid seems to be having fun, playing games. Why is this kid just there next to the fountain? Why is he not with the others? It seems strange, isn't it? Mike looks up as his attention goes back to Jeremiah reading the book out loud. And though the dreamer remains asleep, he walks to memory lane as if experiencing for the first time anew, no longer a passenger, but an active participant. Jeremiah laughs and slams the book on the table. No way, this stuff for real. You can't be serious. Some think so. I guess it depends on what you believe. Jeremiah gets something off his mind and gets an idea. He seems to think of the idea, but doesn't want to go with the idea, but then goes with it. Well, summer '82, I traded a mint condition card, Ripken Junior rookie, for a used copy of Missile Command. What are you trying to do? Mike says. Jeremiah has done goofy things before, but this was new. Was he going to double Mike's paycheck? Oh boy! That card's probably about $300 now. Jeremiah smirks and pulls out some money. Look, I wish I can participate in your whole memory activity and kick myself in the balls. Can I keep the book? Mike looks disappointed. It was a trick for him to sell his book. He was gonna get money out of it, but like this book hits close to home, so he refuses the offer. No, not for sale, pal. Nice try. Mike sees Jeremiah upset and feels bad. After all, he was a good friend. He had to do something for him. Okay, look. Jeremiah smirks. No deal. Jeremiah frowns. Mike decides to go get some milkshakes for the both of them. It's the best he can do. Milkshake, money is on me. How about that? Happy? Hell yeah, brother. Hey, get me some chocolate. Mike seems a bit happy. Jeremiah's the only one that seems quite chill in this crazy place. Any flavor of chocolate or just grab whatever suits your fancy. Surprise me. Mike stands in line as he spots the kid just standing there. He looks lost. A random lady is once again ordering for her ice cream. It's the same lady! Oh, for fuck's sake, not her again. The lady looks up to the menu. Sydney seems kinda happy as she puts on the fake smile. She needs this job after all. Some walnut fudge, but fudge in the side because I don't want the fudge to melt on the ice cream. Got it? Hip hip hooray! You got ice cream this time. The lady turns around looking at Mike. Bite me. The lady budges Mike's shoulder as she leaves the area. Jeez, they're trying to make you happy, Karen. The lady name on the order seems to be Karen, as Mike is able to peek at the name. Ah, that makes sense now. Okay, got it. Your order will be soon ready. Mike, the hell are you doing? Trying to drive the customers away? Hey, just trying to congratulate her. What? What do you want me to do? Mike begins to have second thoughts. Was this the right decision getting this job? Maybe this whole milkshake idea was a bad idea. I'm too tired for this stuff, and I am 25 after all, Mike says. Cindy laughs, pulling out a fake giggle. Age doesn't matter when it comes to ice cream, Mike. Now choose a scoop of ice cream. We have many flavors. Cindy talks to the distracted Mike. Hey, you want your usual, right? Seems Mike forgot about the milkshakes because he just says randomly yes. Mike turns and witnesses the kid get grabbed by a man. Many new flavors we got. Mike? Oh dear, he's gone. Sydney sees Mike running to the other side of the mall, pushing people and making others very mad. Oh dear, that ain't good. She quickly runs to Jeremiah in panic, waving her arms. Jeremiah, look, Mike's gonna do something stupid. Stop him. Jeremiah looks to the dashing Mike, as he knows he isn't able to stop the chaos that is about to start. Mike runs to the crowd of people as he pushes a couple to the side. Watch it, bozo, you dropped my girlfriend's phone. Hey, you, stop. Mike runs as he quickly runs. He could see the same kid he saw getting dragged by this man. This man seemed like a stranger. The man turns, he is confused. Hey, what are you? Let go of the child. For a while, the man and Mike fall into the fountain, and time feels like it stops for Mike as Mike keeps swinging on the guy. Mike begins to punch him again and again in the fountain as the crowd goes wild and begins to record. It seems a person in the crowd has called the cops already. And we lost him. Jeremiah knows what he must do. Calm the rest. Chapter 2, in which Mike gets fired and finds a new shift. It's The next day, it seems to feel brand new. Mike wakes up to an alarm. As he wakes up, he begins to get ready for his job at the shopping mall center, but he gets a call from his phone. Yellow! It's Jeremiah. Hello, Mike. I have some news. No need to worry. I'm on my way there right now, Mike says. That's the thing, Mike. You're not allowed to work here anymore. Wait, what? Mike stops. Mike drops his bags on the floor, all shaken. Yeah, after the whole you beating the dad in the mall, we saw your papers. You live a messy life, no pay, no rent. Terrible. Oh, yeah, and we learned about the red light. Mike yells, You can't do this to me. I need this job. I'm gonna lose everything. And wait, how did you know about the red light? Oh, fuck, man. Rat of a cop. The what? Nothing. No, Jeremiah replies, all sorry, like, I'm so sorry, Mike, but with these conditions, you're fired. You need a stable life, and you, my friend, are not stable. So long, pal. Jeremiah really did not want to fire his friend, but he had no choice. He had a conversation with Sydney earlier, and he made his decision to call Mike himself. We cut to a small moment of Jeremiah thinking about the call. Dang, Sydney, it's such a shame Mike's gonna get banned from the mall. Imagine the reaction he will have when I tell him he's fired. Sydney rolls her eyes. Well, you did punch the guy in front of his child and everyone, so it makes sense, don't you think? Hmm? After the bad news, we cut to Mike in his apartment in a terrible state. As Mike hangs up, he stands there in stress. He sits down and sees a newspaper for a guy named Steve Raglan. Maybe this Steve guy can help me. It's some sort of hope, right? Something, something. Mike quickly drives to the location as he found the location number in the newspaper. I think this is the place. A person in a hoodie with glasses, smiling, removes the hoodie. It's an old man, not too old. The man removes his hoodie and it shows a bearded man. He seems to be in a cheery mood. Hello there, Mike. Welcome to my sister's location. Please, come in, come in. Wait, sister? Mike says. Yep, I don't own this small office. My sister does. But soon I'll own it. Steve seems quite chill as he opens the door and welcomes Mike to the office. Mike sees some cookies in the desk. Go ahead, grab some. My daughter made them. Enjoy. Mike eats the quick cookies real quickly. Steve is in shock. It's like you never ate before. Whoa. Sorry, I haven't had food in a long time. I was feeding a friend's dog, and the only food I had was exotic butters every day. So, Steve says, are we just gonna talk jobs, or are you just gonna eat a whole buffet in front of me? Hmm? Oh yeah, the book in your desk. Is there any info about jobs, or well, I'm just gonna have to check your name, Mister. The man stopped talking for a while and looks in fear, reading the name. As he looks Mike in the eyes, Mike wipes his cookie crumbles. Mike is confused. The man seems frozen in shock. Steve closes the book and takes a deep sigh and looks at his hand and grasps it. As he turns to the mic, Mike does not notice that the man has some music playing in his records. When no one is in the office, old sport, I like to have some music with me. This one is my favorite. Happy Face? Do you know this one? Mike does not listen to much music, not in a long time, as he only heard nature sounds. Steve turns off the cheery music as he sits down and looks Mike right in the eyes, all stern. Look, Mike, I saw your records. I know what you did. I mean, that fodder you beat the shit out of him is bonkers. How did you not know that was a fodder? That poor, poor kid. You really gave that man a beating. I mean, you broke his nose. Mike ponders for a while. Look, I did not know. It was a misunderstanding. Oh, and how that kid cried. The horrors. You truly are a wild one, old sport. We cut to Mike with his fist, breaking the dad's nose, and Mike's hand covered in blood, making the fountain water bleed. The kid yells for his father, Daddy! Mike begins to grab the man again and again. The man bites Mike's hand. As Mike is about to do one last swing, he is stopped by Jeremiah grabbing him as the security takes Mike outside. Mike's eyes opens and he's realized what he's done. I'm sorry, friend, Jeremiah says. Mike is pulled out of the mall as the crowd keeps recording. Sydney waves to the crowd, telling them to stop. Okay, stop the video. It's like you saw a huge event. Oh, wait. We cut back to Mike being given a note. The officers are angry, and they aren't in the right mood right now. Oh, dear, Mike, we do not know what to do with you. You're a lost cause. Look, officer, that man looked like he was trying to snatch a child. I did not know he was a fodder. We see the father with some bandages as he looks at Mike with angry eyes. The father flips the bird at Mike and slowly slurs, Screw you, dickhead. The wife of the father walks up to her husband in panic. Honey, who did this to you? Should we press charges? We can get a lot of money. Nah, just let him lose his job. That's enough suffering for a loser like himself. The father thought Mike suffered enough. For now, he might change his decision in the future. Who knows? Mike looks annoyed. He really felt like he wanted to break more than just the dad's nose. The kid tried to say something, but he's afraid to say so. Okay, Mike, you're unable to get a job for a lifetime. You're just not suitable. You're banned from the mall, and no more coupons from here and out. The officer leaves as Mike just stands there as it begins to rain. Mike hears a voice and sees a yellow bear. Oh, Mike, if only you knew. Mike is able to feel the breeze of the bear, but only the breeze. He feels like he's not alone. We cut back to Mike in the office with Raglan, messing around with his name tag. What kind of name is Steve Raglan? Mike wonders there's no way this man's real name is Steve Raglan. It has to be like a nickname or something. Steve begins to turn around in his chair, goofing around. Then he stops and puts his foot on the desk. This isn't like any career counselor Mike has spoken with before in the past. This guy actually seems more happy, like he actually likes his job. He's more on the line of Abby's teacher, Miss Lillian, and she was a happy teacher, always smiling, and was always by Mike's side. There was one meeting with Jane. At least Lillian seemed chill with Mike at that moment. Steve keeps reading the info on the papers. He hides it quite well. Hmm. Steve wipes his glasses and huffs the air. What is your deal, Mike? What are you, some sort of hate case? Like, it's crazy. I never seen anybody with this many employment records. It's like you're trying not to be here. It's like you want nobody to give you a chance. Steve pulls out a paper showing another past accident. This is the accident that reveals that turns out that did get recorded by someone in the building, and now his recording of punching the dishwasher job came back to haunt him. Well, that's just great. You can't even hold a dishwasher job. What makes me think I could give you another job? Heaven forbid you start throwing haymakers at the next person you see. You got issues, old sport. Mike seems annoyed as he sees Steve grinning and placing his pencil in his mouth. Gross. Steve gets up and grabs his coffee maker, smirking. Mike did not smell coffee when he got in here. Yet again, he did go for the cookies, so maybe that blocked the smell. Coffee? Such a weird tone. Second going all investigator like, now giving out free coffee with a cheery mood? What a strange guy Steve is, Mike thought to himself. But doesn't actually say the things out loud to not be rude. Sorry? Would you like some coffee? I made coffee with cream and sugar earlier. No, I just had ice cream. Steve laughs and picks up the coffee with his pinky. Ice cream? What are you, 5? Mike looks annoyed and turns his head to the other side, rolling his eyes. This guy really is getting on his nerves. Nah, I'm just joking. I know there's no age rating ice cream. What am I? Some type of fun time disappointment? Steve walks up to the window and sighs. He pulls down the curtains and smells the brews of his coffee, turning it around. The city is quite weird for a time like this, but Mike enjoys the silence, unlike back at the mall. He did get hit by a water gun after all. Look, I gotta be honest, Mike. Your track records would limit your options. You really messed up big time. Out of all the times you messed up, now you come to me? Like, really, dude? Really? Seems Steve's chances of helping are low. Mike thinks, oh well. Mike, all annoyed, slams the table in anger, breaking a little bit of the area. He broke a bit of the table. Look, I'll take anything, any job. I need something. I cannot be jobless all the time. I need money. I'm gonna get evicted from my apartment. No, I get that. It's just, it won't be simple. You blew it, oh sport. Steve hides his anger as he sees the part of his table broken. It's his favorite spot. Mike is gonna have to pay for that. What can I say but sorry? Steve seems angry inside, and his table is broken. It was a lovely table as well. Should I still give this guy the gig? Steve wonders, humming his favorite song. He remembers the music quite well. Mike's teeth turns as he gets up and heads to the door all mad. Okay, thank you. You were absolutely no help to me. See you, chump. Mike is slowly opening the door as Steve yells, and Mike has convinced Mike to stay. There's one more thing you might find interesting. Mike's mind is curious. I mean, anything would do. I mean, if it means you'll get Abby back and get a better house, why not? Fine, what I gotta lose? Come on, sit, grab the chair, sit. Mike sits in the chair, but it's broken. He gets annoyed. This Steve guy is such a prankster. Guess you took the fall. Haha, gotcha. Mike had enough of this. His life was already full of annoyance. He did not need this Steve guy ruining it more. Okay, that's it. He decides to open the door and almost leave, but Steve once again convinces him. Hey, Mike, like pizza? Steve swings his arms in excitement. He got Mike's attention again. Come now, sit down. Don't you want to hear what I got to say? I do not have pizza here, but I know a place that does have pizza. Mike chuckles as he sits back in the chair. Pizza, sure, great. What's the job? A security gig. A what? It's a place called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. Quite simple. One job, make sure nobody breaks in and looks at the cameras. All handy dandy? That's 2 jobs. Steve looks annoyed as he whispers slowly, you little prick. I'm sorry, what? Oh, nothing. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you just called me up. It was nothing. Now listen. Steve calms him down and sips his coffee. Look, Mike looks at the man. As it seems, Steve isn't as he seems. Sorry, look, man, I am not myself without my coffee. I'm pretty sure you understand. I mean, you look sleepy. Mike does not respond. He just seems tired. Bro just wants to go back home and rest. It just starts for 5 nights. Quite simple. Your shift starts soon at 12 a.m. Here's the card, the location, easy. Boom. How's the pay? Not great, but the hours are worse. Oh, and it's during nights, not mornings. So you're the boss over that place. So yeah, no one's even there. So you're all alone. Nights. Sounds like a chore. I'm not sure. Look, if you don't want the job, I can always choose it. I'll take it. Mike grabs the card. Thanks, Raglan, for this job. No problem, old sport, Steve replies. Steve waves at Mike as he closes the door. Make sure not to slam the door slams and drops Steve's tag in the floor. The door. Steve sees Mike leave the door of the exit area in the elevator, watching him as Steve pulls out a photo of him and his friend. As he looks up, can it be him? Mike is weirded out by the man looking at him. He closes his eyes and sees that the career counselor is no longer there. Mike turns around to see a yellow bunny picture in the walls. He thinks of it for nothing of it for now. Later on, we see Mike sitting on the bench as he's thinking about the job when he sees the same lady from the mall with her daughter. Ah, great, it's Karen again. Mike ignores her by reading his dream theory book, but he isn't able to focus, so Mike tries to call Max. It's been a while. No answer. She might be busy. Max isn't the best when it comes to answering Mike's calls. But out of nowhere, Mike thinks Max finally called. No, it's the pharmacist again. Hey, Mike! Finally ready to listen to my advice? Remember, a warm glass of milk and caramel and honey. Mike hangs up, but he's able to hear the pharmacist call him an asshole before hanging him up. A toy ball hits Mike's head in distraction. Oh, what the heck? Mike sees it's a little girl with a paper airplane and ball. The daughter looks at Mike with an evil smile and grin. My mommy says you're gonna die alone. What the fuck? A lady walks up and grabs her daughter, and the lady apologizes, but then sees Mike and says, "Oh, never mind, daughter. Leave the sleepy bag man alone." Hey, watch it. The lady spills her entire drink on Mike as the two leave the area. I cannot be dealing with all this right now, Mike says. Mike's phone rings and it's Max. Finally, perhaps she can get him out of his Hellfest attraction. Hey, Mike, I'm in the back of the office. I saw you get splashed with water. That was funny. Mike walks out of the door and sees Max in the car honking the horn again and again. Your hero is here. Ta-da! Mike seems to sighs. He seems to not be thrilled. Not that Max is not a good person, but she always acts weird around him. It sometimes feels strange. So, how'd it go? I don't want to talk about it. Mike, all tired and annoyed, breaks the door and removes it and enters Max's car. You're gonna have to pay for that. That's my car, you broke boy. Max, not now. I have a rough day. Please. Max hands Mike a towel, but it has a photo, a strange pic. Not too strange, though. Max snatches the towel and throws out the window, chuckling. Anyways, how's it going? Max, nervous and sweaty, laughs and pretends nothing happened. Mike is weirded out, but thinks nothing of it and thinks this is just one of Max's shenanigans again, like last time. Max tries to make a move, but she knows Mike just wants to go home. But she feels like he feels lonely and she just doesn't want to be alone anymore. Perhaps. What are you trying to do right now? Max's chances are low, but perhaps this is it. She plays some music in the car, a song that fits her. It's like her theme song. It's personal to her. Isn't this lovely? Mike is annoyed and just wants Max to drive the dusty car. Just drive the car, Max, please. Ugh, it's Maxine. Never liked the name Max. I go by that name. You know that. Max gives up her chances as she drives off with Mike. Mike looks in the car window, sad, lonely. Max knows that feeling. And we're here. Good luck. Fuck waiting and walking, am I right? Max in her mind goes wild. Dumbass idiot, you're going to be alone. What the heck is wrong with you? Oh god. Max strikes a pose, but Mike is already in the house, slamming the door shut. Max honks the horn, yelling. The least you can say, geez, ungrateful much? Mike looks in the air while whipping the water off his clothes. That was strange. Whatever. Mike Max has feelings for him, but he's just not interested like at all. It's not his thing. Relationships are scary for someone like him. You can lose that, and Mike has already lost a lot. Plus, the last time he had a date was in high school. Max isn't ugly. Mike isn't ugly either. He always thought he was decent looking. He had a nice whistle, but he didn't feel much interested in dating anyone. But all grown up, he looks all handsome now. But he is messy though. But it's understandable why Sydney and Max and others fell for him. We're back in the Steve we're back in the office with Steve as we cut to an angry counselor. Steve is knocking papers as he's getting mad. He never felt this much anger before. How can it be? No, it isn't. It can't be. It can't be him, right? We cut to a flashback. A flashback cuts to a younger version of two random people as they look up to the diner and the company they build. Well, Bunny, we made it to the big ones, old pal. The guy laughs as he elbows the fellow guy. The other guy responds with, "We sure did, pal. Should we open the location? I doubt you never asked." During the day, we see the people in the suits dancing as they're giving cake to the children. Smart, pal, that you made these suits to wear and become robots too. You have a wild imagination. The people look happy and think this is the start of a happy life. Or they thought it was. We see the pizzeria has been shut down. Breaking news, kids have gone missing at Freddys and the bodies have never been found. Very tragic. The police and news reporters are about to check it out until they're stopped by the man yelling, "Bomb! Bomb!" It was all a distraction. The police and the news reporter leave the area as the man sighs and sees the man in purple smiling. "Thanks, pal. You saved me. You're a lifesaver." The man sees blood on the other man's hand as the man turns to the robots and cries as he leaves the area, never to be seen again. We cut back to Steve Raglan thinking, it can't be, right? The speaker speaks up. Mr. Raglan, calling to the front office, please." Steve calms down and whistles his song as he pulls his tie back right together and leaves the office. "I'll be there soon, Miss Dale. Just have some problem with stuff." We cut to Mike taking a deep breath, opening his car. He looks as he sees a small scratch on it. Bear symbols. Yuck, must be the dumb robbers again. But he knows it can't be Jeff and his crew. They've been robbing a lot, but they never robbed from Mike. Max makes sure of it. Mike's keys seem to not work, so he breaks the window down and is able to start off the car. Mike drives his car, humming. It feels nice for a while. The mood just feels not right. This car just feels weird to drive around. Every building looks the same, and the car barely worked as well. Mike's car is starting to run out of gas. It's quite an old car. His Aunt Jane gave it to him when he turned 18. This puppy ain't gonna last long, but it's all I have for now. Jane doesn't want to pay for a new one. All she wants to pay for are the cigarettes that she smokes and the drinks she drunk. Mike also had no money, so this broken down car is the best he got. Mike is back at his apartment once again as he budges down the broken door as part of the glass falls. Mike kicks the glass to the side. And look, another eviction notice. That's just great. Mike's head begins to hurt. He's tired. He feels numb. Is it even worth going in? Mike opens the door to see drawings around the wall and a picture. Mike goes to the bed as he gets ready for the next day, but he's awakened by the hallucinations once again in the walls. What's that in the walls? Mike puts his hands in the writing as he feels the hands of some golden bear. Mike's entire body isn't able to move, but his body's just frozen, some sort of dream perhaps. Is this a nightmare or Mike enters a hallucination sequence and turns to see some yellow rabbit grabbing multiple kids' hands. Mike slowly follows the yellow rabbit. Mike witnesses the yellow rabbit closing the door. As Mike tries to open it, Mike hears a scream behind him. Mike sees the four bullies grabbing a kid as Mike yells at the bullies. It's the same bullies again, but the faces are distorted a little bit. But he can see a little bit of the faces. The ghost kids turn to Mike. Remember what happened now? The hell is this? Who are you? The girl smiles as she vanishes in the distance and the echoes are heard in the walls with static. You will soon find out who I am soon enough. Mike is confused as he runs to the bullies but trips over a balloon boy figure. As he gets up, he is jump scared by the yellow rabbit and multiple kids in tears. Mike wakes up from the hallucinations as he looks up to see a poster with writing. Soon you will find out what you did. Children's screams are heard in the back. Mike looks around as he's not aware of what the text mean. What you did? What does all this mean? Mike goes into the bathroom and looks in the mirror. His face just broken in tears. You used to be a happy kid. Now look at you, all unstable. Mike grabs a camera and looks at the old video, a video he hasn't seen in years. Come on, work. The video is all static like, but it works now. The Wi Fi in the place wasn't the best. It's a video of when he was young and happy. A young Mike in the forest having a barbecue with his family as we see a Garrett flying a plane. Hey, make sure to grab some soda. Get the right one, okay? Get the ketchup. Can't forget about that, right, Mike? Mike is watching the video, laughing. Good times. Garrett lifts his hand, dropping his plane. I want mustard. Mike's dad begins to laugh. Mustard. That's funny. Mustard is quite goofy in the burger, but here comes the mustard. Mike's dad brings in the mustard as a plane, picking up the toy plane back up. We're ready for takeoff. In one, two, three. Mike's mom smiles as she brings in the soda, cola, her favorite. Need a refresher with that? The family laugh as they enjoy the food. Mike looks at his family as he smiles, eating the burger in his hands. The video ends as we see Mike just in tears as he places the camera in the shelves. Tomorrow is another day, right? Chapter 3 Flashbacks and a missing dog and a girl named Susie. Oh, good. Oh, good. In the flashback, we see a girl named Susie looking for her dog. As she cries for her dog, she decides to give up and play the arcades. As she is playing, she hears a voice and a figure walk up to her. The yellow rabbit. Hello, young one. What seems to make you so sad? The girl cries and cries nonstop. Poor Susie. It's been a long day. I'm sad because I lost my dog. Do you know where my dog is, Yellow Rabbit? The girl cries for her missing pet. It was her birthday gift. The Yellow Rabbit grins. I know where your dog is. Come and follow me and bring your friends as well. I have birthday cake and games as well. Susie calls out for her friends. Hey, let's follow the yellow rabbit. Follow the yellow rabbit. The friends decide to agree with Susie as they also want birthday cake and games. As they all chant, follow the yellow rabbit, follow the yellow rabbit. Susie is unsure of the dangers that lurk in her steps, and she doesn't know what she's getting herself into. All she's thinking about is about her dog's safety. The yellow rabbit smirks as he leads the kids to the back room, removing them from their parents. We see Kim witnessing all the chaos, but she knows she must keep her mouth shut. She does not want to end up like Bob. Bob was Kim's best friend, but has not responded to her text. Kim already know what happened though. The yellow rabbit looks at Kim with white eyes, the devil's eyes. Hush now, little one. Kim tries to speak out, but is not in fear in what he might do to her. Lovely. Susie asked the yellow rabbit for her dog. Do you even know what my dog looks like, Yellow Bunny? Hmm. Oh, sure, kid. The rabbit whistles his tune. He knows what he's doing. The yellow rabbit opens the door as Susie enters with her friends. The rest, Gabriel, Jeremy, Fritz, Cassidy, are also confused. They see no cake, no games, just darkness. The yellow rabbit removes his mask and pulls out the knife and cackles. You want a game? I'll give you a game. The kids get back as the yellow rabbit shuts the door behind them. Big mistake leaving your parents behind, right, kids? Susie pushes her friends to the side to avoid the knife swipe as she holds the knife and is able to land a few scratches on the yellow rabbit's body. A fighter, I see. Well, let's see if you'll fight when I. Fritz uses his teeth, opening his jaw and bites part of the yellow rabbit's ears off. You annoying brats! Enough games. Fritz runs to the exit and slowly grabs the handle until the man grins and he gets closer to the poor boy and stabs him as Fritz yells from the stab. Silly kid! There's no escape in my attraction. Cassidy tries to fight back, but is cut right in the neck. Like a ghost, her body could be barely seen by the others. Susie looks as Jeremy is getting sliced open in the arm by the yellow rabbit. The yellow rabbit is about to slice the final blow until Susie yells in fear. Where's my dog? You promised you said. The yellow rabbit turns around with Gabriel's dead body laughing. He tilts, laughing. The yellow rabbit pulls out a bit of Susie's dog's tail. As Susie is about to scream, the yellow rabbit grabs her mouth. How about we shut you up for good? The yellow rabbit's eyes are all white and as he cackles. Leave her alone. The rabbit looks up and sees Jeremy getting up. He's trying to fight back as he runs to the yellow rabbit with his fists, but he falls to the ground due to the bleeding. Susie tries to scream, but the yellow rabbit quickly snaps her neck, making her fate quick, less painful. The yellow rabbit sees all the kids' bodies as he tries to think of a way to hide them. He thinks the animatronics. No one will find the useless kids there. The yellow rabbit sticks the kids' bodies in the robots. You go on Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. And for the dog, a tiny bit of your brain could fit in a cupcake. And I'll just cook it for dinner. The yellow rabbit looks for the exit as he turns back to the suits and leaves the pizzeria in his purple car. We cut to now. These poor things. They're lost. How are they alive? Well, something entered the building to see that the bad man has killed the others. The thing decides to give these five crying children a new life. The thing responds with, now, you are all heroes. We are all going to be able to fly, my children. The eyes of the kids open. They see themselves in these suits. They are scared of what they become. Mama? Papa? Where am I? Where's home? I want to go home. I'm scared. The souls are scared. They don't know how to move yet. Each of the souls attempt to smile as a text is shown in the bottom. They are not they are just kids, not monsters. We see the writing on the walls slowly. The animatronics shut down for the night. As they rest for tomorrow is another day. A woman's voice screams. Her head hurts. Lucky for her, the nightmare has ended for now. She closed her eyes, waiting for it to all be over. Chapter 4. First night ain't nothing, right? Night 1. What the heck? Yeah. Wait, I just realized. Oh, darn. Alright, we're in night 1. Mike in his car drives in the location. As he looks up, the area is all broken apart. The signs of Freddys begin to smell very rotten indeed. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. This must be the place Steve told me about. Mike walks up to the location and he sees some keys on the floor. He grabs it and sees the note. Generator in the front of the door. Mike looks and sees the generator box. He turns it on to see the pizzeria light up. Well, let's get this party started. Mike gets a call from his phone. Mr. Raglan, why are you calling? I'm here to give you an update on Freddy's, things to know. Let me give you a little backstory. This place was huge in the 80s with the kids. It's been shut down for years now. There's only been one reason it's been open. That's because the owner they really do not want to let it go yet. Steve giggles and throws a crumbled up paper in the trash. He's able to make it in. You're here because multiple break-ins over the years, drunks, vagrants, mostly not ideal. The security cameras and systems are dead, but some do work. Floodlights on the outside, cameras on the inside. Oh, and do be careful with fires. Freddy's could have dangerous fires, sometimes mostly burning accidents, but none of those happen because we have good fighter fighters to finish the job. Mike looks at the character posters. A silly bear with a top hat reminds him of the old cartoons he and Garrett watched when younger. Steve continues his chat with Mike. I guess that's about it. The rest is quite simple, man. Mike walks inside and grabs his office uniform. As he grabs the flashlight as well, he presses the cameras. Just keep your eyes on the monitors and keep people out. Piece of cake. Steve sighs as he places the phone on his desk. He takes a deep sigh and smirks, throwing a knife, cutting a piece of cake he stole from the fridge. Good luck, old sport. I'll see you on the flip side. Hopefully. Mike turns around to the door, opening the creaky ripped thing as the poster falls on the floor. Celebrate, huh? Perhaps Abby will want one of these. So I will see you on the flip side once again. Oh, and Mike, don't steal anything. But you're allowed to take one thing. Just don't, steal more things, okay? The outside of Freddy's is bright as we see a golden bear just standing in the entrance as the head turns. Welcome to our home. Let the games begin. Freddy's area and the sign glows, and the thunder and lightning gets louder as Mike is cleaning up the area one by one. He gets tired and sits in the office chair. With nothing to do, he looks at the tablet. Man, I wonder if there's any cartoons in this thing. Any entertainment. It's been a long time. The shift hasn't started yet. I'm bored. Mike throws a crumbled up paper ball he found in the desk and throws it in the bin. Ha! Take that, Jeremiah. I made it in the bin. Oh, good. Now I'm talking to myself. Mike gets up and leaves his office. As he looks around, he's about to leave the stage area when he hears a sound. Hello? Anyone there? Mike runs to the stage and opens up just to see animatronics. Mike closes the curtains as he walks up back to the office. He looks around to the office and drinks a cup. He drinks it just to spit it out. Oh, fuck, that's expired. Mike throws the soda on the floor as he turns his attention to a tape. Mike sees a tape with his name on it. It's all dusty though. Mike grabs the tape and turns to the TV and is jump scared by a balloon boy figure. Hello? Oh, fuck's sake. Oh my god. Mike felt he could have a panic attack. He grabs the figure and throws it down the halls. Stupid toy. Mike turns his attention to the tapes for now. Mike begins to play the tapes. A lady with a happy mood with a red vest appears. Is this thing on? Do I really have to? Uh, Kim turns to the screen, removes her sweat off her shirt. Never mind. Huh, dear, clumsy me. Anyways, hello there. Name's Kim. I'm your first messenger for today. If you're watching this video, it means you've been selected for something very special. Congrats. We're going to have so much fun together. Mike sees the TV glitch as he hits the camera once again. The genius who created Fazbear Entertainment created this location for his two greatest passion, family fun and cutting-edge technology. Also, these things can move. Let's introduce you to the stars of the show. The TV begins to static everywhere as a golden bear spams "It's me" in the TV. Mike hits the TV repeatedly, slowly. The lady in the TV looks all panicked, like she's trying to hide something. She keeps turning for some reason. Hmm, adorable, aren't they not? These critters are your children. It's your job for now to keep them safe and make sure that Freddy's here is to delight, dazzle, and entertain for years to the TV turns off as Mike just looks in confusion. Okay, that just happened. Mike turns around just to get jump scared from the balloon boy figure again. Hey, Jesus, son of a. Mike grabs the figure and kicks out of the halls again. All tired, he sits in his chair just as the phone rings, and Mike tries to answer it, but this time it's stopped by the phone answering itself. Hello, hello, hello. Is this the new night guard? Oh, thank Lord. Welcome to your new job, friend. This is Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a place full of magic and fun. You probably already knew that because of Kim. I'm your second messenger. I'm the real deal, as they say. Mike coughs as he keeps listening to the phone. Okay, Sam, the company wanted to tell me and you about this greeting. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Let's just say if there's any accidents were to happen, like death or stuff like that, we at Fazbear Entertainment are not responsible for that. It's what I've been told. Mike feels uneasy as he looks at the pizza boxes. He feels hungry. God, I am starving. Not a huge fan of this type of pizza, but it's all they have. Mike grabs a slice of pizza and throws it off his mouth. Oh my god, it's cold. Who leaves cold pizza on the table? That's evil. Gross. Mike gets up as he leaves the office to find a microwave for his pizza. Mike leaves the office, ignoring the phone guy, saying that animatronics wander at night. Big mistake. Mike is wandering around the kitchen as he spots the microwave. Finally, the microwave. Time for no more frozen pizza. Mike puts his pizza in the microwave. As he waits, he doesn't see the reflection of Chica with wide red eyes in the microwave window. Mike grabs his pizza and turns around as he bumps into Chica. Mike drops his pizza and looks at the giant chicken. Chica's head turns around as her eyes turn white. Oh my god, holy crap, is that a giant chicken? Or perhaps that cold pizza had something in it, because I might be tripping. Mike grabs the pan and tries to hit Chica, but Chica grabs the pan and throws Mike across the room. Mike falls in a bunch of pans. Oh, my back, it's gonna hurt for days. Oh, my poor back, you animal. Chica begins to crawl at Mike like a spider, trying to jump on him. The chicken, being clumsy, does not notice the pizza boxes. Mike dodges Chica as Chica falls in the boxes of pizza. Chica begins to eat the pizza. Quite a messy eater she is. Seems she got distracted. Nice. Lucky me. Again. Bonnie turns to see once again. Mike turns to see Bonnie, angry, with wide eyes and a raspy voice, as Bonnie grasps his guitar and swings at Mike like a knife. Mike rolls around in the floor, avoiding the guitar as he gets back up with a pan and hits Bonnie's face. Whoa, there. Hold on. The guitar burns with a sparks as the sparks hits Mike's vest. Darn it, Mike rolls and gets rid of the sparks as he gets up as Bonnie tries to swing his guitar like an axe. Mike dodges it as it's a slow hit. Beheading? Miss me? Bonnie gets angry and begins to chase Mike to the office. Mike panics and panics, but there's no time for that. After all, he needs to focus on survival. Oh god, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, oh god. Mike runs to the office on panic, but he doesn't notice Garrett's so in the halls looking at him. Oh god, they can move. I thought this was a normal pizza place, not a saw trap. Mike turns to hear Bonnie running to the other door. Mike quickly shuts the other door. Bonnie is banging the door in anger as he pulls out the guitar and slices the door like a knife. Chica is punching the other door while scratching the doors at the same time. Chica's eyes are black and white as her face covers the door in horror. Mike closes his eyes as he hopes the night is almost over. He keeps hearing banging in the doors. These things are like animals, but they seem aware, very aware. Mike tries to get up, but when he does, the speakers get louder. I hear the secrets that you keep. Mike's ears hurt. The music is too loud for his taste. He's more of a nature guy. Mike closes his eyes as Mike once again wakes up to see the ghost kids showing him a blurry vision of a drawing of a kid crying. He's not sure what it is. It's too blurry to see, but it's like a bear picture. What does it mean? Mike hears the clock chime once again. As he sees it's 6 a.m., Mike falls to the ground and is proud to be alive. Maybe. Maybe. He turns to see the writing on the walls. It's me. Mike gets close to the writing. What can it mean? Once again, Mike awakens somewhere. It's a hospital. Out of nowhere. Why am I in a hospital? Mike sees a little girl with a plushie. It's a girl called Chloe. Is Daddy okay? Mike is confused. Who is this girl? Who? Chloe walks up to Mike. Is my father okay? Is he coming back to me? Where is he? Mike is unaware. What is happening? Look, Mike turns around and sees Cassidy. You did this. We didn't do this. Mike turns to see the little girl crying. Mike turns around again and is jump scared by a screaming Cassidy. It's all your fault. You probably don't remember me, but I do. Look, little girl, I just want to know what happened. Tell me what. Cassidy's soul vanishes as her tears are seen in the shadows. Don't hold it against us. Michael awakens in the real world once again. What is going on? Mike grabs a pill and some water as he takes and looks on his phone. It's me. Cassidy shows up. Mike falls to the ground and gets up. He turns around looking everywhere. The ghost girl, she's gone. Mike is back home as once again he looks into the mirror. He goes back to the video he watched earlier. Perhaps I'll find answers in the other video. Mike closely watches the other video his parents recorded while at the diner. Okay, Mike's dad repeats. The birthday cake will be here soon. We made sure it was chocolate, right? Garrett likes chocolate. Yeah, screaming is heard in the back as the people are running off. As the parents run to the stage to see a horrifying sight. My baby! The video ends as we hear thunder in the back. Mike goes back and sees a glitchy rabbit in the background. Who can that be? Is he the one who killed my brother? The video ends as Mike decides to rest for now. It's for the best. Cassidy in the distance is waiting for an opportunity for her plan. Soon, my friends. Soon. Cassidy turns around and sees that Jane has returned home. I think I'm gonna have some fun. She does things her own way. She's not evil or good. She just wants something to do. Chapter 5. A broken childhood and a crooked man. We see a young girl named Vanessa taking care of her mother as the mother is in the chair watching TV. Hey mom, did you record the episode I missed? I sure did, sweetie. Clara pulls the tape and blows the dust off. Fredbear and Friends was playing and it was her favorite, but it played during Vanessa's homeschooling hours, so Vanessa did not have much time for TV. Okay, let's see. I'm so excited, mom. Play the tape. Vanessa sits in the chair with a bunny plushie as she sits next to her mother. Vanessa was always happy to see the TV. It's the only thing she had to do in her house with the show Fredbear and Friends. It calmed her down ever since her brother left because her crook of her father. Vanessa's father made her brother break out of his own house. Vanessa saw everything. We see a moment where it's Vanessa's birthday, but sadly she had no friends because William never let her have any. The only friends she had were the animatronics, and she barely saw them. Blow out the candle, sweetie. It's your birthday, my sweet Vanny. Vanessa looks scared. She doesn't feel like it's her birthday. It doesn't feel very special. I don't want to. Dad, are my friends arriving? The robots? William gets mad, throwing the table across the floor and lighting the match in flames. The cake is enough. You should be grateful, you little. William lifts his hands and he grabs Vanessa and throws her to the floor. Poor young Vanessa cries with her bruises. No, no, daddies, I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me. Please, I. William throws the cake on the floor and grabs the match and burns Vanessa's hands. Stop, it hurts. Please. Next time, be grateful for your special day. You're grounded. You'll be stuck in your room. No food or water. Poor Vanessa. She cries as William drops her to the floor and leaves. I have no daughter. You're a disgrace to the Afton family. We cut to see a broken down room with glass everywhere. We see a kid in cut and bruises. The kid seems to be breaking the glass with his arm. He removes the beer glass bottles off his hands. We see Evan in his room thinking if he should run away to that place again. He feels scared. He feels not so scared that since his mom got hit by his father, he might be next because of how much his sister got abused as well. Evan hears a loud knock on his door. Evan, you open this door right now or else I'll pull out the belt, kid. William was a very aggressive father, and who knows what he would have done to poor Evan. Evan falls in tears as he knows he has to leave, as he writes a note saying goodbye to this crooked home. Goodbye, everyone. Forgive me, sister. Open the door now! William knocks the door open again and again with anger in his eyes. Evan turns as William is scratching the door as an animal, a wild rabbit. No, no, no more. Stop it, stop it. Evan breaks the window and leaves, his only home, as Evan cannot stand it anymore. He runs to a bridge as he knows that William said to him in his mind, You will never be good enough, Evan. You worthless piece of trash. William pushes Evan to the floor as Evan bleeds from his nose. You're pathetic, just like Vanessa. And if I had the chance, I'll abort you both, along with your mother. We cut to Evan as he looks down the bridge. As he jumps down, he closes his eyes in tears as the tears fall from the floor. The tears form a name. Forgive me, sister. No more abuse, no more yellow bunny. William breaks down the door as he sees that his son has left the house. William, in rage, goes back to the back of the house and sees the footsteps of not his son, but what seems to be a bear. He must have gone to that place again. God damn it. It's what William thinks must have happened. He cuts to a moment of Evan's body in the pavement floor, dead, as the photo of the used to be happy family shows. There's another family member that was not mentioned. It was cut while falling on the floor. At least the pain and suffering is over. Let's hope. William begins to drive his car to Junior's, his favorite bar. William sits in the chair as the bartender walks up to him. Leave, you're not welcome here. Just give me one more drink and I'll leave. You know what you did now. Leave. Now William pulls out a gun at the bartender. Give me a drink if you want to see the light of day. Okay, Jesus Christ. Put the gun down. Put the gun down, sir. William grabs the beer and goes to the car back, driving drunk. We cut to see Charlie in the back of the area of the pizzeria. As she's trying to enter the location, the music is too loud. William arrives all drunk. He seems mad. He pulls out a knife and, without thinking, just kills the poor girl. Sadly, no one came to help as the music was too loud. William just leaves her there as he goes back to the car and drives off as it begins to rain. We cut to see a young Vanessa witnessing William hating her mother in rage as Vanessa just stands there cold. Vanessa tries to go up to William as William hits Vanessa with a beer bottle. It hurts. Why are you so mean? When William walks up to his daughter, so what? Say it. Young Vanessa cries and leaves the area. The mom stands up, but sadly it does not end well, as she is hit with the glass bottle. You are a rude person. You know that, Mr. Afton. You, as Vanessa's mom walks up to William, just to get hit with a belt, Vanessa watches in fear again and again. We cut back to now, where Vanessa is watching TV and sees William enter the house drunk. The mom in concern sees William all angry, throwing the bottle on the ground. William pulls out a knife in anger, since he seems to be having a bad day. You know, woman, you're just sitting there. It makes me angry. You do something, you lazy piece of. Vanessa tries to protect her mom, but is smacked across the face by her father, giving her scars across her face. I won't let you hurt mommy again, you monster. Oh, so you learn new words, huh? William slaps Vanessa's face to the floor with his hands. It's a hard hit. William laughs and screams at his daughter. You're not good enough. You were never good enough. Stop trying to play hero. Clara stands up to Afton as she charges to her drunk husband as William smiles and stabs his wife. Oh dear, to love do us part, hmm? That's what happens when you mess with me, my love. Vanessa witnesses her mom fall to the ground dead as she cries for her dying mother. Why? Why? Is that all you do? Cry? God, you're just like Evan. You know, maybe it's good he left. He was not good enough, just like you. That's why he left. Vanessa looks up at her father in fear. She crawls out to her dead mother. William pulls out to his hand. Forget her. Follow me. You'll understand why I did all this. What do you got to lose? She's gone. All you have is me. Vanessa wipes her tears as her eyes glow purple. She grasps Afton's hands and they both begin their plans for their dark future. Vanessa looks at her dead mother in tears. Do not look at her, look at me. She's gone. She will never come back. Vanessa has no choice. She follows her father as William smirks. That's my Vanny. I knew you would follow me. Well, William and Vanessa leave the house as William grabs a lighter and burns the house with his wife still in it. Vanessa cries out, Mommy's still in there. We have to. Vanessa is quickly silenced by her father, as always. Who cares? She's gone now. Let's leave. A tear from Vanessa's eyes are shown, but she's dragged from her abusive father from his hands. Stop crying or else, if you know what's good for you. Vanessa stops as she knows she might get abused or perhaps killed like her mother. The two enter the car. As Vanessa looks in the car window at the burning building, she sees the house on flames. She pulls out a rabbit plush that her mom gave her. Mommy is gone. William remarks with, I am all you have, and I'm the only one that you have, Vanny. You'll be part of my plans or you'll perish like she did. Is that what you want? She witnesses more after this. This is the tragic story, a tragic life. Why was life so unfair for the poor girl? She was just a kid. It did not have to end up like this, but this is what her life is now. Poor Vanessa is unable to change for now, as she stays silent, crying for the day to be over. That is wild. All right, guys, that's fireworks in the back. That's nothing like crazy. Yeah. Alrighty. Chapter 6 Vanessa's Plan and the Break In. We cut to now where we see Mike entering the pizzeria for some stuff. As he needs some cleaning supplies, we see a police car in the front. It seems that a police officer is spying on Mike entering the building. Bingo! All I have to call is my gang of buddies to enter this location, and once he leaves, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to stop my dad's plans of his crooked empire. Vanessa grabs a photo of her family showing her mother and a younger version of herself with an airplane. This is for you, Mom and Evan. Time to fix my mistake. She places the photo on the windshield, not until a few tears fall in the picture. Vanessa closes her eyes and opens them with the fire fury. She's serious now. This time, evil dies tonight. No more schemes, father. I'll stop you. Tonight, it ends. Vanessa spots Mike leaving the pizzeria. It seems Mike has left with the keys of the place. Ah, shit, he has the keys. How am I going to get my gang to enter this place now? Vanessa spots a back area that has an open spot. Bingo once again. Vanessa drives off. The plan is in full motion now. We see a scene of Max playing fetch with Bonesy. I see he was feeding you a lot. Wonder why though. Gosh, you are heavy. Max looks up to see a police officer in the curb. Jeff, did you do something illegal? There's a cop in our curb. What are you? The officer gets closer. Oh shit, Max, it's the cops. Jeff turns to Bonesy. Get the fat dog in here. Excuse me? Max slaps her brother's face as Jeff is about to land a slap on Bonesy. Vanessa arrives with handcuffs. So, animal abuse. Not looking good for you, pal. Look, I tell you what, I won't tell if you do something for me. Max and Jeff look at each other. Follow me, Vanessa says. Wait, aren't you the same person I saw on the porch? How do you know where we live? I'll explain it later. We cut to a group of people, which include Carl, Hank, Jeff, and Max. They're here because they're going to get paid by Vanessa a lot of money. Hank is playing catch with a ball with his son right now. Hey, Carl, go long. Carl catches the ball, but the sun hits his eyes. Oh, my eyes, it's bright, sunlight. Hank walks up to his son laughing. Yo, get it next time, my boy. Just don't lose your face on it, okay? Carl gets the message from his phone. Seems they'll be here soon. Cannot believe they brought the dog in, though. Hank looks at the truck. Bonesy is barking a lot. I told her not to bring the dog. Well, I wasn't able to stop her, so yeah, sorry, Dad, about that. During the talk, Max was given info to destroy the place, as Vanessa told her tragic story to her. We cut to a scene showing Vanessa talking with Max. And why should I betray my future love for you? For God's sake, sis, do not you don't have a chance. Stop trying. Max shoves Jeff with a small punch. Ah, that hurt. Oh, stop being a baby. You two done? Vanessa does not want to waste any more time. Look, lady, I know a guy who knows a guy who could kill your father, who traumatized you. How about that? Max turns around and shuts Jeff off. Listen, lady, we are not. Vanessa pulls out a bucket of cash and starts talking about her history. Hours later, look, sister, all the money, perhaps, instead of telling the guy we should break him and we should earn this money. I feel bad for betraying him. He seems nice and hard. Who cares? He was never interested in you anyways. Now call the others. Vanessa said she found a way in. Jeff opens the door, lifting the handle, as Max grabs a lockpick. All right, I almost got this. And there we go. You three get in there. I'll be with the dog in the truck if anything goes wrong. Call me. And why won't you come in with us, sister? What if someone spots us, dumbass? Max rolls her eyes and rolls a raspberry. Carl and Hank laugh at Jeff. She got you there, Jeff. Jeff pulls Carl off with his shoulder, flipping him off. Oh, screw off, Carl. Someone's going to cry. Oh, boo-hoo, cry baby. Okay, that's enough, son. Jeff turns to Carl, annoyed. As he looks around the kitchen, he whistles a jingle and turns to the group. All right, now be quick but thorough. Maximum damage, maximum time. You see anything valuable, grab it and we'll settle it after, okay? Hank and Carl scream in happiness as they jump for joy. It's like they won an arcade game or something. Yeah, come on, let's mess stuff up. Let's go, boys. Woo! Carl smirks as he wears his headphones, listening to some 80s music. What are you listening to? Carl flips Jeff off and walks in his own direction. Oh, I see. See what I care, bozo. Later on, we see Carl spraying ketchup packets all over the wall, jamming out to Take on Me. Oh boy, this is fun. God, this slaps. Carl always liked music, but he was more of a sports guy like his father, Hank, since band practice did not go well. They saw his criminal record, so now he sticks to just playing sports with his dad now. Carl runs out of the ketchup packets, and he's about to throw another when he's hit in the head by another ketchup bottle. What the fuck? Who hit him? Jeff, is that? Carl stops as he sees a giant chicken with a cupcake, but it feels like an hallucination though. Is this a joke? Are you the one that threw the ketchup? But Jeff, is that you in the costume? Stop goofing around. The area seems like it's talking to Carl, like voices are in his head. The creature doesn't seem real. Carl quickly pulls out the police baton, but drops it as he hears kitchen clanks sounds as he gets thrown more ketchup packets out of nowhere, as one lands in his eyes. He wipes it off. Darn it, you noise. What now? Carl is unable to grab the baton. He turns his curiosity to an actual giant chicken screeching noises. Carl hears a girl's laughter in Chica. As he drops the flashlight, he sees the cupcake jump on him as he begins to scream. His headphones fall on the floor as Take On Me keeps playing through the halls in the static. We cut to Hank coming toward their march as he's breaking some candy buckets off the floor. He hears a dum 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 and some screaming from the kitchen. Carl, is that you? Jeff? God, why are you two always fighting? Hank walks into the kitchen and stops in fear as he witnesses his son being eaten by the cupcake. Carl? The cupcake rips off Carl's head and face like a bulldog. This is not like Bonesy. This was more like an aggressive dog. but it didn't look like a dog. It was like a cupcake. Carl's baton is seen on the floor, all crushed and ripped to pieces, torn even. Seems like he tried using it, but was it not able to land any hits, as Carl's hands are all ripped in pieces. He tries fighting back, but seems like the cupcake ripped his arms open, and his flesh bones are all ripped apart. The cupcake is still chewing parts of his face off, as Hank sees parts of Carl's eye in the floor next to Chica. My dear boy. Hank has just witnessed his own son's demise in front of him, so he now must prepare to avenge him. He can't just run away in fear. He must do something. The last time there was a time with Darlene where she got completely injured because Hank screamed like a girl and just decided to run away. He's not gonna make the same mistake twice. Not this time. Not his own son. Not his own flesh and blood. Batter up! Hank grasps his bat and looks at Chico with red anger in his eyes. He was scared, but he needed to be brave for his son. Chico watches Hank in the eyes with wide eyes. Hank seems frozen for a while, but grasps his bat. You killed my son. I'll kill you, you big bird bastard. Hank prepares to avenge his son. Get away from my son, you big bird wannabe little. Hank screams as he charges at Chico with the bat. The bat breaks as Hank stops. His eyes are all red. As he looks down to see, he has been impaled by Bonnie's guitar. My son, I. Oh! Bonnie lifts his guitar up to the air as Hank's body is impaled right in it. Bonnie tilts his head around. Bonnie's blood falls from Hank's mouth as we see the baseball bat fall from his hand, and the baseball he had while playing catch with his son fall as well. Blood falls on the baseball. Bonnie's eyes go white and the soul screeches in pain. Carl, Darlene, I'm sorry. Hank's eyes go blank for a while, as in his mind he sees Carl speaking with him. When I grow up, Dad, I'm going to be the most famous baseball player in the world. I like music, but I want to be just like you. I'm sure you'll achieve that goal, my boy. Darlene arrives smiling as the Hanks are happy in their life. Hank laughs with Carl in the dream world. It feels like a dream. We cut back to Hank's blank stare, just there. Hank sees his son with no longer a face. Bonnie lifts Hank up to the air again as Chica walks up to Carl. As Chica grabs her cupcake, she looks at Hank and laughs as Chica grabs her foot and stomps on Carl's face, destroying his face into bloody pieces as the cupcake drags Carl into the other room. Hank is thrown across the kitchen as his lifeless body looks at Bonnie and Chica. Looking at him, Bonnie and Chica grab Hank's lifeless body into the other room as they close the door. Chica's soul spots the music still playing Take On Me. Her soul leaves the animatronic and grabs the music and turns the music into static. Oh, God. Jeff hears all the noise while playing some arcade games. What the hell is that screaming? Probably nothing. Jeff brings another camera down, enjoying the fun while it lasted. Jeff suddenly hears some music take on me, but it's all distorted. Children screaming laughter as well. Jeff decides to ignore it, but pushes down the arcades while stealing the coins in them. Jeff leaves the room and enters the office. More music for me? Double the entertainment. Jeff starts to break down some cameras and begins to laugh until he looks into the other cameras and sees one of the animatronics, a fox. Bloody hell is that? Foxy holds his hook and makes a knife wipe noise as he opens his head to reveal a dead kid's corpse screaming in tears. Jeff falls to the floor as the speakers begin to scream and the songs get louder and louder with a raspy voice. My ears, Jesus, don't hold it against us, don't hold it against us, help us, help us, help us. Jeff hears the sounds of the cupcake zooming into the vents quickly. Jeff is able to run and get the cupcake going back to its owner. It gave up. Oh, thank God. He's gone. It must be. Jeff sees the door open as he passes by it. We see a shadow showing it's me covered in blood. As the poster changes from a happy Freddy to a Freddy ripping his head open, showing a kid in tears. Jeff does not notice though. He's trying to be busy, not knowing his fate is arriving soon. Freedom, can it be? He thinks to himself. Jeff runs to the exit door as he notices blood on the door. Come on, dang it, open, son of a bitch, open, please. Jeff stops as his bones begin to feel goosebumps. Jeff turns to see Foxy in the hallways, with his hook slicing the walls. The fox walks slowly closer and closer as the lights begin to flicker and the music and the speakers begin to play. Help! Help! Open the door for fuck's sake! Anybody help! Jeff pushes and pushes the door again. No success. Jeff quickly looks at the coins and the bags and writes, for my sister, the money should be enough. Jeff throws the money back to the storage room. Jeff hears a creepy sound. Can you hear me? Jeff turns to see Foxy charge at him with a hook like a knife covered in blood. Jeff is unable to scream as everything goes blank. A little flashback cuts to Jeff witnessing a young Max crying in the grave, both parents gone. Jeff walks up to his sister. Hey sis, do not fear, for everything is going to be fine. Max turns around. You promise? Jeff holds a pinky promise and smiles. When I have the money, I'll buy us a house and more. The young Max wipes her tears and smiles. You're a good big brother. I sure am. Jeff looks at the distance and smiles. He hopes the promise he made, he's able to keep that promise. Jeff's eyes flash before his eyes. Just one word is said. I'm so. Foxy with his hook opens up Jeff's brain and opens up Jeff's mouth and rips him to shreds, dropping all of Jeff's guts and brains to the floor. Such a bloody mess as Foxy howls like a monster and drags the corpse out of the area. Never underestimate the cunning of a pirate, or a fox for that matter. We cut to Max waiting as she gets bored. She decides to leave Bonesy in the truck. Do not worry, boy. I'll be back. Do not lose your body over it. Max enters the pizzeria. She gets an uneasy feeling. Jeff, Carl, Hank, this isn't funny. We need to go. Max gets goosebumps as sees a kid running around the area. Follow me. Hey, wait! Max begins to chase the kid into some storage area with a lot of paint and broken down suits. Max gets uncomfortable. She feels unsafe. She gets ready to leave, but Max looks up to hear the kid in some bear thing. The hell is that? Is the kid trapped in the animatronic? She thought to herself. Max grabs a chair and as she begins to get closer to the bear. Closer. The speakers begin to play circus music as the storage room begins to flicker out and screams are heard. Max gets weirded out and starts pulling her head, but is unable to. Max begins to scream, "Help! Help! Somebody! This isn't funny! Jeff! Help! Let me out! Help! Help!" Max witnesses a dead kid's corpse laughing at her as it makes a slow countdown. 3, 2. Max's eyes in fear closes as she prepares for her fate. The soul counts but doesn't finish to 1. Laughter is heard as the music stops and the lights stop flickering. The power of the pizzeria shuts off as well. Max seems to not be stuck in the Freddy head anymore. She begins to slowly pull out her head as she takes a deep breath. She doesn't notice the hand that pulls her back and bites her body into pieces, causing her guts and blood to fall on the floor. Her other half of the body falls next to the bag of coins that Jeff threw in. Perhaps a better home up in the paradise for the brother and sister. All of a sudden, the entire pizzeria power is shut back on as the animatronics are back in the area. Like it felt like nothing happened. Seems Bonesy left the area as well. Who know what happened to the poor dog? We see Vanessa entering the pizzeria. She witnesses each of the corpses of the gang in the suits. It happened again. Vanessa sees the horrors, and she's reminded when she first witnessed everything. She shakes it off and hides the bodies. Not the first time she's seen a massacre mess like this. She gets a call. Weird. The reception of this place is crap. Is it done? The nightmare? Vanessa sighs in fear. Yes. Good. You know what will happen if you mess up. Vanessa grabs the door and closes it down. As she sees Mike enter the door of the pizzeria, she turns around to see all the corpses gone. She hears laughter. Sounds like Freddy, but the laughter is deeper. Vanessa hides in the area. She sees Mike walking into the office. Perhaps he could help me. Perhaps he is the one. Maximum effort. You should have made maximum effort. We're still not done. By the way, we're like the volume in this is more evil. Yeah, surprisingly. Alrighty. We're in night 2, everyone. Let's go. We're almost done. We see Mike in his office humming. As he gets bored, he pulls out a photo of what seems to be papers. Mike looks at the papers. He remembers that his evil aunt took his sister and won the case, all because he was not stable or was able to take care of her. Mike wishes he was able to change his ways. Maybe he won't be alone anymore. A tear falls into the paper. Mike also has something else he has done, but he does not remember what it is. We see the soul of Golden Freddy looking at Mike as Cassidy slowly enters the office and enters Mike's dreams. Mike's mind starts to hurt. Lucky for him, he's brought his pills and he takes them as he turns and looks at the poster of Nevada. Mike slowly closes his eyes and daydreams back to when his young years, where he is now with his parents enjoying a barbecue with Garrett. They all smile and laugh. Mike smiles, but the whole dream gets distorted as Mike wakes up. Mike hears the phone ring, but he did not notice there was a phone there. But guess he wasn't paying attention. Hey, hey! See, told you you can make it. Congrats. I won't talk long since Freddie and his pals tend to get more active. While might as well check those cameras. Hey, while you're at it, check the lights too. Mike turns the lights on as it spends power. He quickly shuts the lights off. Power, he said. Okie dokie. Mike seems to not care. He just wants the night to be done. No danger. Yeah, just check them. Look at the Pirates Cove. The character there seems to get very full of energy. He isn't like if he's isn't seen. Guess he doesn't like the attention, huh? Mike rolls his eyes and turns the camera to the Pirate's Cove. Anyways, you got everything under control. Just keep your eyes on the monitors and talk to you soon. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Mike is about to press one of the cameras, but the static of the speakers begin to go wild, and the lights begin to flicker like crazy up and down. Mike quickly runs to the power switches, but notices Garrett in the hall doors. But when he turns the power on and restarts it, Garrett is no longer in the door halls. I swear I saw him. Was it on Mike's mind? Who knows? We see Vanessa looking at Mike in the office. As Vanessa falls over a pizza boxes due to the static blinding her eyes. Mike turns as he is curious. Something finally interesting happened. Hello there. I see you. Vanessa tries to act goofy, but she knows she can't keep the whole game going. No, you don't. Mike pushes the pizza boxes as Vanessa gives up her hiding spot. Okay, find me. Okay, you found me. Finally. You got me. Hello there, old chum. The name's Vanessa. Mike is confused on why a random lady was hiding in some pizza boxes, but he's not questioning it. Hello, I guess. Vanessa looks at Mike in confusion. Vanessa wipes the pizza stains off her body as she looks Mike in the eyes. And who are you supposed to be? The name's Vanessa Shelley, but just call me Vanessa. Vanessa shakes Mike's hand. Mike has never been this close to a woman before. I'm sorry for shaking your hand. Seems you do not look comfortable. No, it's fine. The name's I'm sorry, what is it? Mike slowly whispers. The name's Mike Smith. Vanessa laughs. She seems to goof around a lot, but still trying to act cool. You know, I like you. You're a funny one, Mr. Smith. She seems Mike is wearing a vest without a badge. It seems your badge ain't there, pal. Why are you not wearing it? You're not some type. Aren't you some type of security guard? You're gonna need a badge if so. What badge are you? Vanessa runs to the boxes of merch and grabs some goodies. She grabs a lollipop from the goodies as well. Mike is kind of disgusted. It was there since the 80s. Wouldn't that be expired? Oh, no, no, it's fine. There, now you're official. Vanessa pulls the lollipop out of her mouth and spits it out. No, no, you're truly right. Bad idea. Mike wants to laugh, but he's not in the mood right now. Vanessa sees Mike's cut. It looks very brutal. Ew, looks like you got bleeding. Where did that come from? Mike looks at the cut. Oh, look. Blood. Mike faints to the ground. Oh, he fainted. Well, lucky for me, I know where the aiding area is. Mike wakes up to see Vanessa aiding him with bandages on the cut. And got it. Mike hears music. Oh, that's just the radio. It's quite a tune. It's the lullaby, quite a nice lullaby. Vanessa aids Mike as Vanessa looks at the Nevada poster. Ooh, Nevada. Why though? I have my personal reasons. Okay, okay, I get it. You seem to really know your way around the place. Vanessa laughs. Well, Freddys is on my beat. I loved this place as a kid, but it's shut down. Vanessa looks at Mike and worried. You know, you were acting strange when we first met. You good or are you trying to get a date? Look, not really interested. It's just been a weird night, you know. This place is just all weird looking. Vanessa looks around the room. It's a tight room, but quite a familiar room. She looks into the sky, then at Mike. Yeah, that does sound like Freddys. This place, it does things to people. It's one of the reasons you're gonna quit. I'm sorry, what are you trying to say? Vanessa switches up the topic real quickly. Have you met them yet? Met who? Vanessa grabs Mike's hand in excitement. I got something to show you. Oh, you're gonna love this. Where are we going? Why are you dragging my hand? Stop, stop. Vanessa opens up the arcade and as the lights turn on. So there are some friends I want you to meet. Friends? Yeah, like the band. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. Prepare, you're gonna get your socks knocked off. Mike sees a poster with a missing kids paper. He rips it. What is this? Mike rips the paper off the walls as he turns to Vanessa, all distracted. Vanessa looks like she's on the mind of her own world. As she begins to tell Mike to get himself ready and grab Mike to the show stage. You ready for the show? The show? Mike turns to see the animatronics singing. It's a familiar tune, talking in your sleep. Wow, this is the best thing you've seen in your entire life? Mike sees Bonnie looking at him and as Bonnie's eyes glow bright red. That guy seems quite aggressive. Oh no, he's quite a chill bunny, not that aggressive. Vanessa looks at Mike's hands. She blushes. She's never felt anything like this before. She always felt lonely. She felt like she wanted to dance with this stranger. A dance would be nice about now. Wanna dance? She said in a slow tone. Vanessa's hands get close to Mike. Bonnie strikes his guitar as the music stops and everything goes dark. What happened? Why did it stop? Maybe next time. Vanessa begins walking away slowly. Mike looks at the missing kids poster in the walls. About the missing kids. Do you know anything about this, Vanessa? Vanessa stops and turns around in fear. Yeah, some kids in the 80s. They went missing and that's how the place shut down. I don't like talking about it. But what happened again? Vanessa sighs. It was big news. Pretty sure you heard about it. You really did not do your homework, did you? Before Mike could ask more, Vanessa gets a call, and for some reason she does not answer it but just turns to him. So, I heard some people went missing. You know anything about that? What are you? Look, the reason I'm here is that I was called to investigate some suspicious activity. You know anything about that? Because I have this random pill bottle in my hand. Where did you get that? Mike snatches it from her. Found it in the office, Mike says. Mike and Freddys, you must be awake at all costs. Mike sighs and looks outside. You want to go outside and chat? Mike and Vanessa head outside and sit on the curb of the pizzeria. The two talk as the breeze hit them. Vanessa looks at the outside. She closes her eyes for a moment and opens them. She feels free for a moment as she hears Mike speak. So I used to have a brother. His name was Garrett. And well, there was a birthday party back when I was 12. And well, there was this accident. It was very tragic. Vanessa knows the pain of accidents. She's been there. Mike wipes his tears and looks at Vanessa in the eyes. I wasn't there when this accident happened. I take the blame. I felt like an awful brother. Some say it was the bully, some say it was my fault. I'm not quite sure. There was someone else, but no one believed those rumors. It felt like all the blame was on me. So there's this theory that everything that happens in life, all the details get stored in your brain. You just need to know how to look. So you think you can find what actually happened in this accident about your brother in this mind game? Yes, I know I could. You probably think I sound crazy right now, like you're gonna take me to some sort of asylum. Vanessa turns and looks at the sunset. She smiles. I know what crazy looks like, Mike. This is not it. Vanessa looks down at the floor and asks Mike another question. You know, Mike, I had some crazy things I said. No one believed me. So I understand you. Mike smiles. Vanessa asks Mike another question. Got any other family members? "Mm, I had a sister, but my Aunt Jane won the case because I wasn't in good conditions and they told me I was not fit anymore. Can you believe it? I lost my brother and my sister. Now I'm alone. And your aunt, is she, well, Mike responds with, she's a jerk, not the best role model. Let's just say when my parents died, me and my sister were left with my aunt, but she's not, let's just say, what would you call a good keeper? A flashback cuts to an Aunt Jane in the house with a teen Mike and a young Abby. Jane is smoking again and does not want to get food for Mike and Abby. Aunt Jane, can we get food, like order food? How about no? Go starve. She throws her cigarettes on us and just drank to the point where I had enough. When I was at the age of 18, I took Abby with me and we went to the shed and hid there, and we decided to stay there for a couple years until I was able to get a home. And your aunt ever tried finding you two? No, she did not care. It's like she wanted us gone. We cut back to a teen Mike taking care of his young sister. Brother, are we safe in the shed? Are we going to have food? Mike smiles. Well, Abby, guess what? I stole Jane's credit card and her phone, so she can't do anything about it. Oh, and this is her keys. Abby laughs. Oh, and one more thing. We cut to Jane waking up tied in a chair. What the? Untie me! What? No! I promise, sister, I'll never let you get hurt by that bad woman. Thank you, brother. And what happened? Vanessa replies with, well, Mike says, she came back and took her, and now I'm all alone. Well, kinda alone. I had a dog. It wasn't mine. It was my friend's Max, but now she won't answer my calls. Vanessa looks at herself and begins to sweat. Oh yeah, I wonder why. Vanessa switches up the subject. She pulls out the pills. And what are these for? The pills that help me night after night, go into the same dream. It helps me hear familiar sights, familiar sounds. You know, when my brother was in that accident, my mom committed suicide because she wanted another child. And when she made another, she ended up with Abby. And well, yeah, Garrett might be gone, honey, but we can still make another Garrett, right? Let's have another baby. Yeah, maybe there's a chance we can be happy again. We cut to the hospital where it's revealed it's a girl. Mike's mom's eyes are in tears. She's disappointed and stressed. It was supposed to be a boy. It was supposed to be Garrett. We can name her Abby, right? We can. Mike's mom begins to freak out, throwing stuff in the floor. No, it did not have to be this way. It was supposed to be this way. Fuck this. Fuck my life. Why is my life so cruel? Mike's mom storms out of the hospital, leaving her baby all alone. So your mother lost herself because Abby was not Garrett? Yes, Garrett meant everything to her. But the thing that happened next made my dad do something very tragic. Mike's dad gets back from the hospital and enters the house, but hears nothing. Everything sounds so quiet. Honey, are you here? I found out Abby enjoys drawing. She's quite an artist at a young age. Look at the picture of her friends. Honey? Okay, I'm just gonna put this on the fridge. The dad walks up to the fridge as he sees the money he has collected to buy a new ring is no longer there, as he was gonna buy it for his wife, but he decided not to. The dad walks up to the stairs as he witnesses a horrifying sight. Honey, I was thinking of me and you should go to the store and see stuff for a new barbecue. Mike's dad lights up and switches and stops in horror. It seems Mike's mom has hanged herself. We cut back to Mike wiping his tears. Mike's father's in shock. He cannot believe his eyes. Honey? The drawing he had falls to the ground as the tears fall on the floor. So, yeah, my dad just left and, well, he never came back. He always blamed others and me. He couldn't handle it. We see what happened to Mike's father. Mike's dad goes into the ocean as he grabs a picture of his family. See you all on the other side. A gunshot is heard. That's all we know for now. Mike turns around to Vanessa in tears. Back when me and Garrett were kids, our parents, we were such a happy family, like perfect parents you see on those TV shows. We had everything. We hold hands, give grace. That sounds quite nice. Vanessa wishes she had what Mike had. Mike laughs a bit, not much, but some sort of laugh. Sounds goofy, but then it's gone. Vanessa looks Mike in the eyes. You still have a chance to change things, Mike. From where I sit, I say you, good sir, are lucky. Vanessa snatches the pills off Mike and throws them over the road as a taxi car runs it over. Hey, my pills, the hell you do that for? Look, no more sleeping on the job, Mike. When you're at Freddys, you stay alert. Mike sees Vanessa get up as she gets a car from the station. Well, I should go. It's been nice talking to you, Mike. I have to go now. Hey, look, your knife shift has ended. How lovely. Anyways, peace. Mike sees Vanessa drop a tape on the floor as Mike quickly grabs it and hides it in his bag as he sees Vanessa leave the area. Okay, let's see what's actually going on. Mike turns around to see some writing in the walls. Getting closer. Vanessa gets in her car and drives. She sees in the mirror the yellow rabbit reflection. He's finding out the clues. Stop him. Kill him. I won't. Leave me alone. Do it or else. Vanessa's head hurts begins to hurt. She really wants this demon out of her mind. Stop it. Just get out of my head, okay? Just stop, stop. The car goes by as Vanessa stops her car. She looks back to the mirror to see the yellow rabbit gone. Vanessa walks to one of her dorm rooms. She sees Judy, another officer, one of her roommates. She's watching TV and the volume is loud enough to give anyone a headache. Lame, lame. Oh, here's a good one. Willy's Wonderland. Looks corny. So, how's it been, Vanny? Oh, want to watch this movie with me? A nickname. No, please take that hat off. That's mine. Judy removes the hat, giggling. Sorry, I just thought it was funny. Judy throws the hat at Vanessa as Vanessa grabs it. Bullseye! Hell yeah. Vanessa lays her head, tired. It's been a long night. Can you put the volume down? My head hurts. Vanessa grabs a pillow, putting it against her head. Judy looks around the room and plays some tunes in her headphone playlist. Fine, Whoa, what happened to you? Is the pizzeria mystery you were all talking about? Was it messing with your head again? Yep, Judy. That's the one. So how was the pizzeria? What happened this time? Give me the details. Today was weird. Saw a guy. He looked miserable. Kind of tired. Was he cute? Look, I don't really care, but perhaps you care. I don't care about all that stuff, but perhaps you do. You look, Judy. I really do not want to get into all that. Not now. Judy gets up and looks worried for her best friend. Look, Shelley, I worry about you. I got your back and ending all that. Just call me, okay? Plus, you need a relationship. You can't be alone forever. But that's the last, as she never thought anyone will want to be with her due to the way she's been. Judy leaves the door and closes it. Anyways, see ya. Night night, roomie. Good luck on your secret mission. How is she always so positive? Jeez, Vanessa says. Vanessa shuts the lights off as she witnesses Cassidy in her dreams. Cassidy looks at Vanessa with a stern look. Vanessa could tell Cassidy isn't here to be friends right now. You could have saved us. You could have ended everything. Why didn't you? The ghost girl walks up to Vanessa as she tilts her head around. Vanessa just looks in sadness. She feels guilty. You know my father. He's a sick monster. Shh. Cassidy hushes Vanessa and walks over her like she is beneath the poor officer. You cover for them. He hurt you, but you cover for them still. Why though? Look, I'm still your friends, right? Vanessa says. The wind blows as Cassidy is now gone. Vanessa hears a voice in the distance. We know who our friends are, and you are not one of them. Vanessa wakes up. It's still nighttime. She tries to get some shut eye, hoping that the nightmare will end soon. Oh my god. It almost over. Chapter 8. Mike discovers the tapes, the third night. Mike leaves the pizzeria as he sees it starts to rain. Mike calls for a taxi as he waits to see a taxi arrive. It's a random taxi driver called himself Corey. Sup, how can I help today? Just hurry and take me home. Jeez, man, calm down. I did nothing to you. We good? Okay, we good. The taxi driver turns around playing his tunes. First, it was some random dude in glasses talking about seeing you on the flip side. Now the sleepy man? Why do I always get the weirdos? Mike looks at the tape and grasps it right tightly. This could be it. This could give me the answers. Okay, we made it. That'll be up. Mike leaves the taxi without paying. Bro, I need to get paid. Whatever. The taxi driver drives off as Mike runs to his house and opens it. He sits down and begins to play the tape. The tape seems to not play. Mike blows some dust off the tape. The tape opens with a static, but the tape finally quickly plays with sirens. Tragedy tonight. At a local pizzeria where five children who were attending a birthday event suddenly and out of nowhere vanish into thin air. They tune inside for more. Mike quickly continues to watch the tape as he is stuck to the screen full of static. At least it's visible. We cut to see the parents crying at the pizzeria as multiple police officers surround the area. One of my kids eating and playing games, all of a sudden gone, nowhere in sight. Oh, I hope my dear Cassidy is okay. Oh, and I worry for the other parents' children. The camera turns to another parent, very in panic. My poor Susie, it was her birthday today, and I bought her that dog she always wanted. Not only is she gone, but the dog is also gone too. The police begin wrapping around some walls with yellow tape and taking photos. The news reporter lady gets a weird smell. It's coming from something, but what? The news reporter looks into the area. Smells like something died. You all smell that? Where is that coming from? The news reporter lady turns her head around at the animatronics. They smell like blood and mucus. It's disgusting. We see a news reporter lady walk up to a girl. The girl looks scared but holds her guard. Hey, you little girl, do you know anything about what happened? And the smell? I. We see a man with a grin walk up and tell the girl to say nothing as he talks to the news reporter lady. I can assure you, lady, that she knows nothing, but here at Fazbear Entertainment, we'll make sure that the kids will be found and that the smell is for the scare. Nothing to be worried about here, right, daughter? Yes, my father is right. Nothing wrong here. Yeah. Guys, I'm gonna go drink water. I'll be right back. Y'all can have like a water break. I'm gonna go get some water, guys. Like get some water, okay? All right. We'll be right back. I'm gonna go get water. Oh, we have water right here. Lucky me. Delicious. Staring at Freddys raspberry volume. I'm gonna drink my H2O. Yummers. 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 That water was yummers. I'll check that out real soon. That water was yummers. Anyways, it's time to continue the story. We're almost done. I'm gonna go eat some cake after this. I have the cake over there. I have some yummers. Anyways, Mike looks closer at the girl's face. It seems she is scarred by something. Just the look in her eyes. It seems she looks scared. We see the rest of the parents crying as they are brought out of the pizzeria. Static continues as Mike tries to remove the tape from his TV. He's unable to click the TV again as the TV begins to make a huge scream. Making a screaming like sound, the lights begin to flicker everywhere in Mike's home. Mike runs to the lights as he stops. He hears a screaming noise, the screaming of a child screaming, "Follow the yellow rabbit, follow the yellow rabbit," again and again. Mike goes downstairs to the generator as he pulls down the generator as one last scream is heard in the distance. Alright, so we go turn on the air conditioner. Hold on. Oh my god, the fan works. Unlike the actual FNAF franchise, you can turn on and off the fan. Yeah, the fan works. Alrighty. Alrighty. Mike goes downstairs to the generator. As he pulls the generator, one last scream is heard in the distance. It sounds like a golden bear child crying. Mike turns to see a child crying. As he gets closer, he is jump scared by the child's bloody tears. As he wakes up just to see he is back in his office, Mike turns around and sees a poster with some writing. Remember Garrett? You know the events? You know what happened? Turns out he was in his third night, and the shift has ended. He's learning more as he goes. What is this? Is this some sort of clue? Mike hears the phone ring. Hello, hello. Whoa, you're doing great. Most people don't last this long. Not implying they died. That would be crazy. Hey, get ready. Things are getting real tonight. Um, some advice, if they do manage to find you, maybe play dead. Oh wait, perhaps don't do that. Scratch that. Maybe it's best not to get caught. Anyways, see you on the flip side. Mike decides to leave his office as he walks up to the stage. Alright, you furry creatures. Time to reveal who you really are. Mike smells and brought in odor. It smells like someone has died. Oh god, what's that smell? Mike is about to step up to the stage when he hears a sound. Mike turns around and is knocked by the head by a dark, bunny shaped figure grasping a knife. Chapter 9. Want to know what really happened at the diner? Night 4. We made it to night 4, guys. Mike is getting himself dragged by his body as he feels helpless. He begins to wake up. He sees the yellow rabbit hiding in the distance, playing a tape. Should I get closer? Why not? Mike hides in the back, hoping the rabbit does not see him. Mike sweats in tears as he drops some pizza boxes and makes a lot of sound. In fear, he knows he's fucked up. Come on, oh shit. The yellow rabbit slowly gets closer. Mike looks up as he sees the rabbit getting closer. Mike might be boned. He messed up big time. Mike crawls to the floor as he spots a vent. He crawls further as he hears the yellow rabbit breathing with a body bag, multiple. Mike takes a closer look as each of the body bags have name tags. The yellow rabbit begins to whistle, leaving the area. I'm gonna be sick. Mike throws up a bit as he gets up and begins running to the entrance. It's close. Mike tries to get back to the office as the phone with static begins to get all noisy, screaming, It's your fault. Mike hangs up as his head begins to hurt. He turns to the phone, turning on again by itself. Hey, listen, I may not be around to send a message. Banging could be heard in the background. Look, it's been a terrible night for me. I'm so glad I recorded my message for you. Say, do me a favor. When you go to the back room, can you check the suits? I always wondered what they had in there. Mike's eyes sweat in fear as he's seen what was in that room earlier. It's very tragic, dark. I'm going to try to hold on until. Oh no, oh no. Mike hears a loud jump scare from the phone. As the call ends, it sounds like screaming and bloody bones crunching. We got to see what happened to the phone guy. His body is seen in a suit all mangled up. His eyeballs is ripped from his socket. In the camera, we spot the yellow rabbit swiping his knife. The TV static turns as we see Kim hiding in the corner. Look, I'm trying to hide. Look, I had enough. He's out there. This place, it's not as innocent as it seems. Oh no, I think he found me. Kim covers her mouth, but she knows the yellow rabbit could hear her breathing as the lights begin to flicker over and over. The TV static gets more distorted as all we hear is screaming. The door to Mike's left opens. Lucky him, that's what he thinks. Freedom, just gotta go. Mike begins to panic as he turns around to see a random note. He grabs it. Do you remember now, brother? Mike's eyes and fears gets all goosebumps. He looks at the writing in the walls. As he gets closer, he interacts with the walls. A golden bear grabs his hand. Remember him? Remember the events, Mike, now? Do you remember what happened? He awakens in Fredbear's family diner as he witnesses that his brother was not getting dragged by the bullies, nor was it him. It was the yellow rabbit, and he was not around to save his brother. Mike sees his younger self outside playing with the other kids. As his younger self enters the diner and he sees his dead brother all bitten off headless. The younger version of Mike cries, I did not save him. Why was I too late? I'm an awful brother. Mike cries as he feels the soul of Garrett grabbing his shoulder. You can still save me, dear brother. You can still save us. How can I save you? I could not save Abby from being taken from her evil aunt. You'll find out soon. Before Garrett could say more, the dream becomes all messy. Mike's mind is getting all ruined as the world gets glitched out with its me written everywhere in blood. What's going on this time? Hello, Mike. What is this? What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Mike yells. Answer me. Where are we? That's not the question you should be asking. Cassidy turns to see Mike's family. Cassidy changes the topic. Ah, the one's happy family. So you saw what happened to Garrett. It was not your fault, but you were not there to help. I am not to blame. The rabbit monster is. This whole time, the yellow rabbit was to blame, but nobody believed you. Now look at you, a washed up being all alone, scared you'll be alone forever, probably scared of dying alone. Mike gets down on his knees, crying as he pulls out the airplane. I wish I can go back. Just stop that evil bunny. I want to see my brother again. I feel so guilty. Mike breaks down in tears and pain. You don't have to be alone anymore. I can fix that. Mike is confused as he wipes his tears. He's confused. What does the girl mean by fix that? What if I told you that that bite accident, I could fix everything? All you have to do is give me Abby. Abby? My sister? Multiple moments in Mike's mind shows moments of Abby. Is she worth the sacrifice, dear brother? You heard me. Just give us your sister, and the accident and your guilt goes away. Look, she makes us happy. You'll be happy. We'll be happy. Fair trade, right? Why, Abby? What do you want from her? Cassidy walks up to Mike, all wicked, twirling her hair. Well, you see, Mike, my friends, they like your sister. We want her to be one of us. She will become one of us, and you'll be happy. What? It's simple. A deal for a deal. She'll stay with us while you stay with them. Mike turns to see his family just smiling, sitting at the table. Cassidy returns to Golden Freddy and tells Mike, look behind you, Mike. It's your happiest day. Mike turns to see everyone in the birthday room, smiling at him. He sees Garrett as well. It feels so real. A breeze hits Mike's head. The dream does not feel like a dream. Mike is still asleep, and he does not hear Foxy getting closer. Don't you want to be happy again, Mike? You can be together again. Isn't this what you wanted? Do you trust us? Yeah, Mike, do you trust us? Garrett says. Do you trust your family? The parents say. Mike is in shock as his head is confused. He looks young. He turns to see his mom tickling Garrett as Garrett is laughing with his toy plane while his mom is drinking soda. They love him, Mike. It's like a new family member to them. Garrett laughs as his laughter stops and begins to have an angry look. The soda falls to the floor all crushed. I told you to watch them. I told you to watch all of us. None of this would have happened if you just watched all of us. Dad left because of you. He's gone because of you. Mike's mom throws the soda to the ground and looks Mike in the eyes. I tried, it's just that. Mike turns to see his father flipping burgers all angry, burning the burgers as the smoke reflects his purple eyes. Did you really? Did you? Did you really? If you tried, son, none of this would have happened. The dad seems angry. Mike gets closer to his family in tears. Mike hears Garrett speak. Play with me, Mike. Play. It's been so long since you left. Trust us. Mike tears fall. He has lost it. So what do you say, Mike? Do you want to be happy again? Or do you want to live a life where no one will ever love or care about you ever again? Mike's mind is broken. He's not aware of what he's about to do. He is vulnerable, as Cassie has manipulated the poor soul. Mike does not want to live like this anymore. The stress, the pain, nothing feels right anymore. He's not suicidal. He just wants what was taken from him. His brother, his family. Yes, I want you to come back to me. I want my brother as he needs me. The mom of disappointment. She speaks up to Mike. It's for the best, Mike. You were never the right person to take care of her, anyways. Wait, what? Mike Guilt gets up in tears again, dropping the smile he once had for a bit. It's not my fault. Look, I could fix the mistake. I know I can, but perhaps it's too late. Cassidy soul leaves Golden Freddy. She smiles all wickedly. It's not too late. What do you say, Smith? Is it a deal then? Cassidy walks up all over to Mike like a shadow with lullaby music. I could fix you. Just give me what I want. Mike slowly agrees with the deal. A mistake, a burden, he calls. Yes, I want my family back. I want to fix. Mike's hand slowly covers Garrett's tears, but then he sees Abby's reflection in Garrett's mind. Mike slowly remembers the promise he made back then. When he remembers, I promise, sister, I'll never let you get hurt by the bad woman. Thank you, brother. Mike's eyes fall in tears as the purple smoke stops. He realizes what he has done. What have I done? Cassidy vanishes, laughing in the distance. Mike's eyes open as he sees his family disappear with evil red eyes and glitchy effects. As they all scream and Mike falls to the floor. It's all an illusion. You're fake. I have to wake up now. Time stops as Mike gets back up. He knows he's still hallucinating, but is unable to get himself back together. What have I done? No, this is not right. I know you're all out there. The ghost children laugh as they begin to run around the forest. I hear the secrets that you keep, the ghost children repeat. I made a mistake. Stay away from my sister. She isn't yours. Back off. Mike is slashed by each of the ghost children, yelling, You won't die, you won't die, you won't die. The foxy kid runs, slashing parts of Mike's leg. Dum 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 dum. Freddy's laughter is heard in the distance. Mike falls on the ground and looks up and hears Abby's name repeatedly. Mike yells, holding on to his bleeding wounds. Tell me who took my brother. You promise. A promise is a promise, right? A laugh is heard with a dark echo screams. I already did, remember? Mike feels uneasy and turns to see a drawing of a rabbit. Mike looks up as wakes up tied to a chair, as the music begins to play all eerie, as the speakers of the sound of the children scream in pain, getting louder and louder as Mike attempts to remove the nails off the seat. The blades of the mask get closer and closer, no escape, repeating, You won't die, you won't die, you won't die. Seems death is near for poor Mike. The screams are louder and louder as the pain of the children stop. The nails were loosened up a bit, like someone has messed with them before. Mike suddenly is able to escape the traps as the blades crush the chair as he falls to the ground. He crawls back to a suit. It's no normal suit though. The suit has his friend's Max's all lifeless covered in body, all covered in blood, as Mike turns to see Carl's ripped apart headless face with no face. Screams are heard in the speakers as Mike looks to see Hank's body covered in blood, covered in blades, as his hands' bones are crushed open in the suit. Mike looks up to see a crushed up Jeff covered in blood scars. It seems to have a ripped apart open stomach hanging from a hook. Mike spots the two bloody bags, but only sees the body parts of a name tag. Bob. Kim is not there. Mike wakes up in tears, all beat up and bloodied up. As he begins to leave the area, he runs and runs to get to the exit door. Open up, you bastard. Mike hears a familiar tune. It's the Torridor March as the whole pizzeria power goes out. He turns to see Freddy, all covered in blood from his mouth, as he drops half of the legs in the ground. Freddy with white eyes looks at Mike. Sees the body and the name tag. It says Kim. So that's what they did to her. Y'all are sick. Mike punches the door, kicking it open. Open now. The bear grasps Mike and charges at Mike like an animal. Mike quickly screams. Vanessa out of nowhere opens the door and shocks Freddy, dropping him to the floor. You good? Mike is in horror as the arms and the head of a child is shown on Freddy. Come on, I'll get you out of here. Hey, we got no time. We gotta go somewhere safe. They don't stay in the ground for much long. Freddy gets back up as Vanessa pulls Mike outside and quickly closes the door, as Freddy begins punching the door with his distorted voice. I hear the secrets that you keep when you're talking in your sleep. Freddy shuts down for a moment. Vanessa takes Mike as they speed off the diner. It's shut down, but they prepare to go to Sparky's instead. We'll talk there and then go somewhere private. Wait, why not here? Vanessa cuts Mike's words short. I'm hungry, plus he's watching. Mike wonders about who's watching. Is it the yellow wire rabbit, he ponders? Mike is curious to know who Vanessa is talking about. Vanessa ignores Mike's questions. Lucky for you, my friend Judy is in that car. She will drive us to Sparky. She will. Vanessa's car explodes out of nowhere, with the cop in the car blowing up. Both Vanessa and Mike stare at the burning car. Vanessa turns to see Golden Freddy laughing. Vanessa screams, Judy, Judy, no! Vanessa runs up to the burning car and tries to kick the door open. She tries to grab Judy, but Judy's stuck to the car. Shelly, it was nice being, friends. Yeah, friends. Can I call you Vanny? Vanessa smiles. Yeah, you can. Judy smiles. Okay, Vanny. Thanks for being a great friend. Vanessa is unable to get Judy out of the car as Mike pulls Vanessa out of the way. The car blows up as Vanessa witnesses her only friend perish in her eyes. Judy was Vanessa's only friend, the one who understood her, the one who truly cared for her. Judy, no. Vanessa closes her eyes as she falls in pain. Why is she doing this? I'm not sure. But now we need a new ride. It's the spirit Cassidy. She broke my car and blew the cop. She killed my best friend. It's okay, we're gonna find a way to stop her, Mike says. For some reason, Mike did not see anyone though. Strange. Mike wonders, how are we gonna get to the burger place now? I have a way. Taxi, Vanessa says. Vanessa pulls out a picture of her and Judy. You're in a better place, my friend. Mike feels bad. He knows how it feels to lose a lot. We see cab driver Corey arrive. He knows Vanessa. Sup? Oh, for Freddie's sake, not you again. Mike did not pay. Why, Vanessa? Why you bring the hate case here? Like, I'll pay for him later. Just drive us to Sparky's. How about no? I don't want him in my car again. Well, technically, it's the company's car. Vanessa gets annoyed and begins to scream. Do it now, or I swear to God, I will. Okay, okay, calm down. Jesus, why so aggressive? Hey, Mike, this your lady? You need to find better taste in women. You have awful taste. Mike tries to apologize. Sorry, she can get quite angry at times. Shelly, lower your temper. You're gonna get us some problems. Mike grabs Vanessa and calms her down as they both enter the taxi. There are only weirdos in this area, Corey wonders to himself. The cab drives them to Sparky's. I need to quit my job and become some type of influencer. That sounds more safe. The two arrive at Sparky's and are greeted by Ness. Hey there, welcome to. Okay, Buster, make our order quick. He asked for no pickles. I didn't ask for any. We have no time. Chop, chop. Quick. Okay, then. Thankfully, your order will be here quick. While you wait, you want to hear some stories? Some say it's just a theory. Vanessa snatches the food and leaves the diner. Um, thanks, I guess, for visiting. We have breakfast options if you don't mind. Okay. Later, we see Vanessa eating a burger. So, Mike ponders, are you going to. Have you heard of stress eating, Mike? Vanessa says. Mike thinks about when he ate the cookies, but he's reminded himself about the betrayal. I heard of lying and betrayal. Vanessa places her burger in the ground and sighs. Look, I cannot tell you about what happened, okay? It all could have gone very wrong. Vanessa, those robots killed my best friend, Max, and her friends. I do not give if they're kids in suits. Plus, they tried to kill me multiple times. In fact, do you ever question why they tried to kill me? You do not understand, Mike. These kids, they're not monsters. They're killing innocent people. And me. What are you saying? Are you high off something right now? What are you trying to say right now? Mike, stop. They aren't innocent. Everyone isn't innocent. Max was she was my only friend I had, and now she's gone because of you. You ain't the only one who lost someone. You do realize that, right, Mike? Mike pulls his head down and lowers his tone. He knows Vanessa seems to be going through a lot right now. Look, I'm sorry, okay? It's just my life. Just, I wonder why. You continue right now. You seem happy all the time when we first met. And now, look at you. Vanessa rolls her eyes. You think I had a happy life? You have no idea what I've been through. You know about the missing kids incident? You know about the little girl in that tape? What are you saying? Mike says. That little girl is me. Vanessa quickly grabs a photo from the desk and tells a quick story. A flashback cuts to a young Vanessa. You see, I was there when those kids lost their lives, to the ones they call The yellow rabbit. I was so scared to do anything because I was scared to see what he would do to me. There you go. Silence, you stupid kids. You decided to follow me, and now your fate is in my bloody hands. I was scared, abused, lost by him. He broke me. Vanessa shows her scars and bruises the mic. I could have not only saved your brother, but the other children as well, if it wasn't for my father being the worst. He hurt me, and if I said anything, he killed my mother and my brother. Dear daughter, do not fear, for when I kill these children, they will be a part of our family. And if you tell anyone, I'll murder you too. I promise I will keep my mouth shut. That's my girl. We cut back to now, where Vanessa looks Mike in the eyes, showing the rest of her scars and bruises from being abused from her father. Mike, in anger, asks, "Who's this man? I want his name." Mike wants revenge. He wants this person to suffer. Vanessa hands Mike the photo, and Mike realizes something familiar. Not the person, but the object. A paper airplane and the yellow rabbit mascot. That that's him. They call him William Afton. He's my father. Vanessa cries, breaking down, covering her head in panic, her eyes on tears. Mike's eyes in fears flash back to the yellow rabbit putting his little brother's head on Fredware's mouth. I knew about the evil he's done. He's a very bad man. You knew? He was your father. You must have known. Why didn't you say anything? All I knew was his evil deeds, not much about your brother. How many did he kill? Mike says. 5 only. Do you know anything about my brother? Do you know if my brother's in one of those things? Vanessa holds her mic, her as she holds her head in sorrow. No, he was before. Vanessa pulls on another photo of her with the fixed robots and gives it to Mike. That's me. Those things made me happy. They were like friends. Hell, family. This was taken during the grand opening. Mike notices a plane. It's the same plane his brother had at Fredbear's family diner, but it's a different color this time. Mike throws the paper to the ground and looks at Vanessa. Tell me how to stop not only him, but tell me how to free their souls. Now. I know where he'll be, though, but you have to promise me you can stop him. Come with me, please. No. After the stuff I've been through, I cannot do that. You owe it to me, and you owe it to them. Please don't make me, Vanessa says. He really messed you up, didn't he? In Vanessa's head, we can hear the screams of the kids as they yell, "Follow the yellow rabbit, follow the yellow rabbit." Vanessa quickly hands Mike the keys. Now go, please, end their suffering and end him. Save me. Mike walks up to Vanessa. I promise, okay? Mike sees the taxi driver jamming out. Staying alive, staying alive. Hey, what are you doing? Mike grabs him and removes him from the vehicle. Sorry, I'm gonna need this. Hey, that's my car. You can't. And niggas again. Good, he took my car. The taxi driver calls up for a friend for a pickup. Hey, Ryan? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to pick me up. Yeah, I know you're busy, but this is an emergency. Corey quickly hears the message go to voicemail. You have message, utter Ryan. If you want to speak to Ryan, please stand by. The call holds. Ryan? Ryan? Ah! The taxi driver screams, crushing his phone to the ground. Son of a bitch. Mike drives the taxi car to the pizzeria as he sees the silver eyes on the window. We made it to night 5. Mike versus the yellow rabbit. I can't believe we finally made it to night 5, guys. I don't know if y'all are still here. Like, we made it to night 5. It's kind of crazy. It's time. Like, this is like I think I cooked for this one. Like for the like night 5. For night 5, this one took a long time. Night 5. Mike versus the yellow rabbit. Mike begins to drive the taxi car to the pizzeria as he breaks down the pizzeria doors with the car. Oh dear, I'm gonna need to pay for this car. And it's not even mine. Oh no, that taxi man's gonna kill me. Ah, who cares? Mike leaves the broken car as he grabs the taser near him. He hears one of the robots coming near him. He turns to shock Freddy. Take that, you Fazbear freak. Mike felt powerful. He took out the star of the attraction. Screw you, Freddy. Not so scary now, are you? Freddy falls to the ground, shutting down. It seems Freddy wasn't in the mood this time. Mike looks up to see Bonnie, Chica, Foxy looking at him. Foxy turns his head around and begins to make a running pose. That was him. I did not do anything. Oopsie. Mike throws Freddy's hat to the side. Mike quickly runs to the office as Foxy is chasing him. Oh god, he's quick. He slides to the door and shuts it. Mike sees a pan on the floor and grabs it and knocks Foxy to the floor. Mike grabs the taser and tases Foxy multiple times. Mike grabs Foxy near the door and is about to shut the door on him when Bonnie arrives and pushes Mike to the ground. Oh, my back! Oh, wait, I'm 25. Never mind. Bonnie is about to land his guitar on Mike when Mike dodges the guitar and grabs the taser. Hey, Bonnie, look at the water bucket. Bonnie does not notice the water in the ground. Mike shocks the taser in the water as begins to blow up in the ground. Take that, you bunny bitch. Who's the victor now? Mike hears Chica pushing the door open to the walls. Chica's trying to talk, but it's all raspy in a distorted voice. Mike tries to ward the bird away. Stay away from me, you bird. Mike grabs the cupcake and tells Chica he'll break it if Chica does not let him go. I'll break it. I swear I'm not joking. Chica's eyes squint and begin to rage in anger. Let me go or else you won't like what happens next. Chica gives up as she lets Mike pass. Mike quickly pulls out the taser and tases Chica to the ground and throws the cupcake to the ground and grabs the taser and shocks the cupcake as well. Oh, and I lied. So, yeah. See ya. We spot Cassidy in the distance, witnessing all the chaos. Mike continues in the hallways as he stops and hears some humming. Mm, 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 mm. He looks as he sees some white eyes peeking through the halls, but he also sees Garrett just standing there. Garrett, is that you? Garrett points at Mike. Look behind you, Mike. Mike runs to the halls, but stops when Garrett runs off, as Mike looks in fear and screams, Garrett! Mike then sees a yellow rabbit popping out of the hallway. Could this be the yellow rabbit Vanessa was talking about? The rabbit makes his entrance, growling like a monster, standing up and looking Mike in the eyes. The yellow rabbit looks at Mike as Mike pulls out the taser. The rabbit laughs as he pulls the taser out and drops it to the floor. Oh, the yellow rabbit pushed Mike across the room. You could have just left it alone, could you? You cannot live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me. The yellow rabbit giggles as he slices his knife against the walls and turns to Mike. You and Freddys, it was like a match you made in heaven. It's like it was meant to be. You monster, why did you do all this? You know too much. So you learned all about this accident. First I killed your brother, now I killed you. Symmetry, my friend. You made myself feel at blame. I lost my sister because of you. Go to hell. All this suffering is perfect. It feels great, doesn't it? Kiss my ass. The rabbit laughs and kicks Mike to the walls and begins to punch Mike over and over again and slashes his face and causes Mike to bleed. He grabs Mike by the neck and laughs. So long, Michael. Mike stands up in blood. How do you know my name? We met before. Dad? Try again. You're not quite getting it, aren't you? He's about to remove his mask until Vanessa arrives with a gun. Enough. Drop the knife. The yellow rabbit turns and sees Vanessa, and he giggles and he drops Mike to the ground. Vanessa has the gun aimed right at his father. Once again, the yellow rabbit laughs. Little late for tantrums, huh, Vanessa? I'm not kidding, Dad. Mike is in shock. That's your dad? The rabbit removes his mask, revealing William Afton. What an entrance, I might say. She learns from the best. You may have forgotten your loyalties, but I assure you they have not. Vanessa turns to see the robots in the back and the stage looking at her. Now quit trying to play hero and finish what you started. You know why all this happened. Heaven, he killed himself because of you. You're an abusive monster. You let Mom burn in the house. William drops the bunny mask and begins to yell. No, it's his fault. William points the knife to Mike in anger. He turns to Mike. You what? What, my fault? What did I do? Well, you see, Mike, you and I, we aren't so different, aren't we? Vanessa aims her gun at her father. You really want to know what really happened to Evan? The real story? Here goes. There was a celebration, Mike, at a party. It was going well. You might have heard of it. This is what really happened to Evan. A new diner they open, Fredbear's Family Diner. It's revealed the truth of what really happened. Well, William, your dream has been achieved. We opened a diner, a very successful one at that, right? William is looking down at the ground. William, you good? Henry says. William remembers a memory of his second daughter who was murdered due to an accident. He never liked ice cream since like the reply he told Mike when he pretended to be Steve back in the office when trying to get Mike the shift. No, I don't. I just had ice cream. Steve laughs and picks up the coffee with his pinky. Ice cream? What are you, 5? Mike looks annoyed. There's a reason I mentioned fun time, but there's no time for that. Let's continue the story, shall we? Henry assures to William that nothing bad will happen here in Fredbear's Family Diner since the robots are more in control and that Fazbear Entertainment has their back if things were to go wrong. I already lost so much, Henry. My daughter, my wife won't speak to me because she thinks it's my fault. I used to have my other daughter who barely talks to me. She calls me a yellow rabbit. That's nice, Henry says. Hey, William, can you go check on the spring locks? I need to go grab some stuff. William looks at his son having fun at the birthday party, glad to know Evan's enjoying himself. We see Evan with his friend, Charlie, as they are sitting with their plushies, as Evan is looking at the animatronics in fear. What's wrong, Evan? I thought you liked this place. Oh, I do. It's just the machines. They scare me, especially since my brother has been taunting me with those things. Well, your brother's a jerk and he shouldn't be scaring you. It's not right. Yeah, thankfully, I have the Fredbear plush, which makes me feel safe, even if there's monsters in my head. You're funny, Charlie replies with. That's why you're my best friend, Evan. We cut to now Jake sitting in the chair with his best friend, Jimmy, as they sit bored. Gosh, I don't like your brother's party. It's kinda ass and lame. Jake replies to Jimmy with 2 words. Shut up. You want me to look like a failure in front of my dad? No. Then shut it. Eat the pizza slice and maybe go play some arcade games while you're at it, since you're bored and stuff. Jimmy flits Jake off. Jake sighs. How much sure? What are you, 5? The two turn to see both Kobe and Tony arrive with some masks. Hey y'all, look at what we got with the tokens we won. You got us mask? Not just any mask, mask about the fast game. Is that a Foxy mask? Ooh, dibs. Tony grabs one of the masks. I have Chica. I'll get Bonnie. I'll get Freddy. Jimmy turns to Jake. Hey, Jake, didn't you scare your brother with a Foxy mask once? Well, it was actually a Foxy plush head that I ripped from his collection. It was so funny. Did he cry? Was he whiny? Kobe replies with, Bro, dude's a crybaby. What would you expect from a guy who carries that stupid plushy bray around? He never learns to grow up. Jimmy replies with one idea. Well, I know how we can ruin your brother's perspective on that bear and make him grow up. Let's give him a closer look at that Fredbear robot since he loves it so much. What do you say, Jake? Tony says. Jake looks at the Foxy mask with purple eyes in his eyes as he begins to smile all wickedly. I say let's have a fucking party. We cut to see Evan and Charlie looking at some plushies as they are about to earn the plush trap. We see Jake in a Foxy mask. Sup, nerd? What you doing? Evan, back off. Jake, you're scaring him. Leave me alone. Tony laughs with his Chica mask. Oh, look, he's crying. Charlie goes up to the bullies. Can it? Why y'all have to be so mean? Kobe pushes Charlie to the floor. Can it, loser? Since it's your birthday, let's give you a gift, Evan, Jimmy replies with. Yeah, I heard Fredbear wants to give you a big kiss, Jake says. The bullies grab Evan as he's crying for his life. He begins to yell, No, stop, stop, please stop. Jake smiles. Guys, you heard him. He wants to get closer. Henry hears the words and turns. Wait, guys, get off the stage. Stop. What are you doing? The bullies make their countdown. 3, 2, 1. Evan head is on the Fredbear mouth. As he cries, a tear falls and his head is bitten off. Jake and his friends pause as the screaming is heard from the diner. Henry runs just to see Evan's lifeless body and his head bleeding in the floor. 911? Yes, come quick, please. William sees the people running and screaming as he sees his child, Evan's head bitten off, and his eyes are in tears. My boy, Henry, what happened? Jake goes up to his father. I didn't know what will happen. It was just a prank. I was just having fun. And Mike, you wouldn't believe it. When I tried calling 911, the ambulance took so long when they tried to arrive. He was dead in my cold shoulders. Evan no longer existed. I lost my boy, and you want to know why? You see, there was another accident, but it was caused by me. I got angry, full of revenge. I lost myself, my family, my kids, my other daughter, she was a failure. So I saw Garrett and decided if I couldn't be happy, then none of the other kids should be happy at all either. We cut to see William in the yellow rabbit suit, putting Garrett in the Fredbear mouth, as Garrett's head is bitten off by Fredbear, the same way Evan died as well. We cut back to now. Now we're even, Mike. Now you understand how it feels. You monster butter killing son of a bitch. William kicks Mike to the curb, knocking him out. Look who decided to get back up again. And motivation really makes one strong. Mike, all bloodied up, gets up with a weak swing. I can do this all day, you. The yellow rabbit throws Mike across the entire building. I did what I had to do. I thought it was right for him, for us. Vanessa gets angry and cocks her gun. You evil, sick monster. William laughs and cackles like a supervillain. He's lost it. Vanessa, my dear, you know you can't hurt me. Vanessa holds her gun in fear, trembling. Even if you had the courage to shoot me, I am one of them. Vanessa's eyes get wider in fear. She wants to pull the trigger, but something is making her not want to pull it. Your bullets are worthless. William laughs. This is one sick bastard. Vanessa shoots, but each of the four bullets miss because she was shaking. You coward! You finally have some fight in you. I'm surprised. But then William gets close to Vanessa and begins to choke her. If you're going to kill me, do it fast, you coward. I want you to have a slow pain, death, just like your mother's. A voice tells an injured Mike to go for the drawings. Mike sees Cassidy in the shadows. The paintings, the clues. It's how the rabbit controls them. Mike looks at to see Golden Freddy pointed to the walls of the drawings. So the rabbit is able to control them with the drawings because he knows the children love innocent things. That's why he named himself after something they will follow. Cassidy nods and vanishes as Cassidy goes to Golden Freddy to talk with the others. My friends, it's time for our revenge. Let's make him feel what he made us feel. Each of the eyes of the robots turn white, full of rage. So I must shoot. I got this. William sees Mike going for the drawings. Oh no, you don't, you little. Vanessa grabs her father's arms. I won't let you hurt him too. Let go. You're doing too much. And you're doing too little, Vanessa says. William digs his knife into Vanessa's stomach and twists it around as William's eyes seem to be lost. The nasty thing you have become, just like your mother. Dad, Vanessa falls to the ground. William gets himself together and turns to Mike as he's about to charge at Mike. He is stopped by Foxy. Move! Move, you stupid fox! The light of the pizzeria all turn on. Ugh. The light begins to flash on William's eyes. They see you now. They know what you did. This ends here, old sport. That's my line, you. Foxy blocks William's path with his hook and turns to him. Move, Fox, move! Foxy pushes William to the floor. How dare you? I control you. I'm your friend. Your rabbit. Cassidy's voice is heard in the distance. Not anymore. Now we control you. The rest of the animatronics look at William with white and black eyes. William stands up. Look at you. Look at the nasty things you have become. Look how small you are. Look how worthless you are. You worthless beast. I made you. I created you. You are the stupid kid that did not listen to your parents. You died because you are also pathetic. Oh, the screams. It was music to my ears. Freddy's eyes begin to glow and begin to play the Toreador March in a melody. Chica throws her cupcake at William. William's able to dodge the cupcake. You miss. William begins to laugh. Golden Freddy appears in front of William. Did she miss? Chica's eyes turn red as the cupcake goes back into her arms as she points up. Golden Freddy looks up. The eyes of Bonnie turns white with bloody red. William laughs and laughs until William notices a bit of water fall on his suit. Well, shit. The cupcake was not aiming at Afton. It was aiming at the sprinklers, all part of Cassidy's plan. The sprinklers has activated and activated the spring locks. As it begins to scream, and the knife start crushing at all his guts and bones. Help me! Someone, please! Henry, Vanessa, somebody, Mike, please! Part of his eyes fall to the ground. All the animatronics begin to laugh as they see their killer in pain. Get it off! Somebody! Please! It hurts! Please! Revenge feels nice, doesn't it? The light flickers again and again. Cassidy, with a wicked smile, snaps her fingers. She enjoys Afton's pain. William tries to grab his suit, but the arms rip apart in blood. William falls to the floor, coughing in blood, begging for mercy. Help me! Help me! William falls to the ground and twitches a lot. Cassidy walks up to him. Mercy? Mercy! Please! Blood crunches his suit, and his head and his brain crushes in pieces. Mercy? Did you give us mercy? Mr. Afton? I don't think so. All the animatronics, our eyes begin to play the Tordor March as the pizzeria goes dark and the lights up begin to thunder. The knives begin to stab all William's guts as it begins to slowly kill the man. William is unable to hold his bleeding stomach as the blood begins to fall everywhere. William falls to the floor, twitching more as a blood puddle is seen on the floor. Cassidy grabs the rabbit mask and puts it on him and smiles. There, now you feel how now you know how it feels to be one of us. Does it hurt? Good. Cassidy pulls out a wicked smile. Once more, she closes her eyes and laughs. Mike gets up and sees William's body in the floor, all bloodied, as the animatronics grab the dead, rotten, bloody rabbit corpse into the other room. As the yellow rabbit's rabbit blood trails are seen on the floor, showing a drawing with words, "It's me." A chant is heard in the speakers, "Following the yellow rabbit, following the yellow rabbit." The sounds of the missing kids are keep repeating and repeating. Following the yellow rabbit. Mike turns to see Cassidy, smiling and giving out a thumbs up. Is it good? You're free now, right? Cassidy does not answer and just vanishes into thin air, leaving Mike's question unknown for now. The purple dust begins to clear the area as Mike enters another sequence, but this time it's of him in the forest. No ghost children, it's just him alone. Oh, he hears a paper airplane sound. Mike opens his eyes and wakes up to see a younger version of himself. He spots a grill and multiple burger trails, leading him to spot Garrett. Garrett is sitting by a table with a puppet, some type of puppet. As he is eating a burger, Garrett turns to Mike and speaks. Mike cries and hugs his brother. I'm sorry, dear brother. It's time to go now. She needs you. Mike gets closer to his brother and breaks down in tears. No, don't make me. No, please, I need you. Garrett walks up to the broken down Mike, wiping his tears. Since Mike still feels the trauma, it ain't easy to lose someone. It's not easy to let them go yet. I don't want to go yet. Please, come back, Garrett. I have no purpose. I can't live without you. Garrett responds with, It's time to go, Mike. You have so much to live for. My time is up. You know that. Mike turns around to see drawings of Abby smiling, Vanessa smiling, Bonesy walking around. Mike sees that he still has the others and that he's not alone. And he was never alone. He was just lost. You see, my brother, you found a new family. Just remember that even though in your heart, even though Max and the others are gone, they are still here with me. Mike feels the presence of the others. He feels better now. Garrett walks over and gives Mike a plane. Why are you giving me this? Garrett gives a wide smile. I forgive you, dear brother. Mike cries. Is it done? Did he fix his mistake? He no longer has to live like this no more. Mike breaks down in tears as he feels at peace now. He turns around and gives his brother a big hug. Thank you, little brother. Mike is finally no longer in pain. He has found his inner peace as Garrett vanishes into the distance. Mike wakes up as he's back in the pizzeria. Mike Lifts up Vanessa as they leave the crumbling pizzeria. Freddy looks up and screams as he and the others close the door. The entire pizzeria begins to crumble down in smoke as a painful groan is heard in the speakers. 3 weeks later, the ending. Yeah, we got to the spring locks. We're finally at the ending. We cut to Mike in the hospital. He has some injuries, but he was waiting for some medicine and a prescription as well. As he's tapping his foot, he hears a familiar voice. He turns to see Abby. Hey, bro, it's been a while. Mike runs to see Abby. He hugs his sister in tears. Abby? But how? I did not know you had a job and money. Thought you were poor. Hey, Doug arrives eating some eggs and bacon. Wow, Mike. Mm, I do not know how you did it, but somehow you paid your rent. You have a suit? You really turned your life around. My life? Mike turns around to see a note. Mike grabs the note. It says, You might need this. From Vanessa. Mike wipes his tears and smiles. He's proud to see his sister again. Wait, so what happened to Aunt Jane? Oh, we found her knocked in the ground. Abby said she was smoking and got drunk, so we decided we should find someone else to take care of her. But then we found about how you paid for everything and your job, and congrats, good job. We cut to Aunt Jane watching TV. We see Golden Freddy in the back. Aunt Jane begins to smoke around the room. Big blue smoke covers the area as we spot Cassidy goofing around. Boo! Sweet mother of Golden Freddy's jump scare Aunt Jane in the smoke as Jane falls to the floor getting knocked out. Abby goes downstairs to see Aunt Jane on the floor as she sees the golden bear. Freddy? Not exactly. Abby spots Jane on the floor. Is she dead? Cassidy giggles and replies with, Silly Jane, she fell asleep. Abby does not notice the blood in the carpets. We cut back to now as Abby laughs. There was a whole taxi moment. There was a guy who called himself a samurai. He told us he wanted to buy Golden Freddy for like $19 million. So Golden Freddy did a prank scaring him. It was so funny. Is that so? Mike said. Hey Mike, can we get pizza or spaghetti when we get back home? A lot of slices I need. Sure, Mike smiles. Hey Doug, care to join us for a bite? No, I just had breakfast. It's been so long. I had breakfast. I don't want to break my mind with too much food. Mike quickly turns to Vanessa. Thanks, Vanessa, for everything. I'll remember that dance. Mike takes Abby with him as the hospital promises to take care of Vanessa. In Vanessa's mind, she spots Judy in the dream sequence. So you're with the others. Safe and sound, I see. Cassidy arrives to apologize. Forgive me. I promise I'd take care of her. I have done something really bad. I thought she was someone else. Vanessa is still angry, but she knows the souls, but she finds it in her heart to forgive the ghost girl. I'm so sorry. The ghost girl is gone, and so is Vanessa's friend. Vanessa wakes up to ask for Judy. The hospital does not know who that is, and there's never been any person with that name ever. Turns out Judy was on Vanessa's head. Judy seems to be an imaginary friend Vanessa made when she was younger, as she looks up to see a drawing. Thank you for being my friend. The next day, Mike drives Abby to the funeral as Mike lays some flowers on a tombstone on his brother's grave. The wind blows as we see Mike just standing there wiping his tears. Did I save you, dear brother? Is this what I had to do? No, not yet, Cassidy whispers. Mike turns to see not his brother, but Cassidy. I thought you were my brother. I thought, where is he? Where is he? The breeze turns as Mike enters a dream sequence. Mike sees the other souls. Is that him? Tell him I'm sorry. Yes, he's with us. His soul is not yet free. Your story's not over yet. He knows you are sorry. So what do I have to do? How can I free them? Cassidy's soul vanishes as she leaves Mike a note. Mike picks up the note. We are still your friends. She will put us back together. Abby is the key. Abby walks up to Mike and looks at the tombstone. Is everything okay, Mike? What's that note? It's good. Never mind. Let's go home. The breeze takes the note to the sky. Abby and Mike walk into the sunset as the souls look at them leave. Mike turns around to see Garrett, so waving goodbye. Goodbye, dear brother. I'll free you and them eventually. Mike looks to the side to see up some blank tombstones, 5 of them, but for some reason he sees one in the back just glitched out. Before Mike could say anything, he hears a lullaby. It sounds calm, like something you'll hear when you want to fall asleep. Mike turns around and puts his attention back to the other side. The tombstones are gone, but for some reason, only one remains. Mike sees the same girl again, but she is no longer alone. She's with Bob and his wife. It seems the two did not make it due to their hospital bills and died. I found Papa. He's with us now. Bob smiles. The suffering is gone. That's my superstar. Bob holds onto the plushie he made for his daughter and gives it to her. Bob's wife smiles and looks at him. Okay, Bob, let's head out to the cruise. Let's be free for now. Bob smiles and turns around and sees Mike. Mike waves. Hard to say goodbye, isn't it? Papa, let's go, Chloe says. But Bob runs off with the family. Let's go on the cruise we always wanted. The family goes free and they are finally at peace as we see the tombstone of the Fritz family. We also see Max and Jeff in the distance as they see their paradise home and parents waving at them. A tear falls from Max's eyes. Her dream finally came true. She got to see her parents again. Jeff and Max entered their paradise home, reuniting with their parents, and are free to rest. We see Carl in the distance. Hey, wait up, don't forget about me. Carl has baseball gear. Seems he achieved his father's dream. Hey, look at you, baseball boy. Carl gets up tired and seems he ran all the way here. Haha, funny. But yeah, this paradise, it achieved my dream. Lovely, isn't it? Hank arrives to congratulate his son. Congratulations, my boy. It sure is. As Bonesy quickly follows behind. They both laugh. We are part of one big family. We see Cassidy in the distance. She watches as she turns around. You have a happy ending for now. Enjoy it while it lasts. Cassidy vanishes into the shadows. Later on, we see Mike opening Aunt Jane's house. Mike stops in his tracks and he sees his Aunt Jane on the floor. Abby? Why is that? Oh, yeah, I know why. Help me drag her out of here. It'll be an honor, she cackles. Mike calls Jane's sister. Yeah, she got drunk again, and she's on my floor. No, I did not kill her. Jane's sister picks her up, and once again, the sister, give her to me. Here you go. You sure you didn't kill her? The sister replies with. Abby arrives and screams out, a golden bear knocked her to the ground, and Mike turns to Abby. Sister Janet just slams the door and thinks Abby is joking around again. Geez, the Smiths are some weird people. Mike wipes his hand and just deals with the issue. Okay, that takes care of that. Who wants spaghetti? And meatballs. And meatballs, I did not forget about that. We cut to Mike eating some food, turning his spoon around. I wonder if everything will be fine with that pizza place. I had some friends during my journey talking with like something about come find me. It felt like a message, some sort of clue. Some like some lore and stuff. I ain't dealing with that stuff. Let a theorist deal with that. I ain't no detective. Perhaps at some point we could visit them sometime, right? Find out more. Mike drops his spoon and looks at Abby with a stern look. You know what, Abby? Who knows? Maybe the next journey. Who knows? Maybe could tell. Abby smiles as she continues to eat her spaghetti. Mike begins to joke around. Hey, do you think like if you drink enough milk you'll turn into a cow? No. Do you think they'll grow spots? No. I got joked for days. We cut back to the crumbling up pizzeria. The lights break down as we hear the rotting corpse of Springtrap putting out one of his arms. Help! Help! He tries to speak, but each of his words are getting cut by his throat as his neck slowly gets ripped apart. Don't leave me here. We see each of the souls looking at him. They close the door on him as Cassidy just stands there, laughing as she closes the door. A sound is heard in the speakers. These sounds are creepy sounding. They were all there. They did not recognize me at first. They thought it was one of them. I should be dead, but Mike thought he could just leave. Not this time. Next time, there will be no second chances. Afton could hear the echoes of laughter in his head. As he begins to just lay there, he gives out one cackle, like some sort of cartoon villain. The entire pizzeria crumbles down, leaving a picture of Afton and Henry broken on the floor, leaving Afton's empire in dust. Afton remembers the photo. It's him. He caused this. A small flashback cuts to a young Henry talking with William. So glad you have my back, Henry. Thanks for helping me with the suits. They were not working and Fredbear was broken, but pal, you always have my back. Henry walks up to William and gives him a pat in the back. I am your best friend, and anything you need, I'll always be here for you. Fastbed Entertainment has your back. You know that? Henry's about to leave in the door in the rain. Henry, wait! Henry turns once again. Seriously enough. Duh. Thanks for being a friend. Henry tips his hat and says goodbye. Fazbear Entertainment always had your back, he said. Such lies was that. We see William looking at Evan's lifeless body in the hospital bed. William grabs tight of his dead child that died in his arms. William's eyes turn purple as we cut back to the pizzeria. We see Springtrap's eyes wide open. I hate you. I always hated you. I'm going to find you. I'm going to kill you. And I'm going to make it hurt. Springtrap leaves one more message as his vocal cords get crushed one more time for the souls. I always come back. Springtrap begins freaking out as his head turns and screams as Cassidy closes the door, leaving the demons to his demons and communication. Post credits. We see the taxi driver sleeping as he is awakened by a sound in his car. No, no, go away. I'm done with my job. Quit. Get another taxi driver. A loud thump is heard in the car. Oh my god, go away or else. The thump gets louder. Okay, I had enough. That's it. And a balloon boy figure out of nowhere scares him. What the connection terminated, as shown with the balloon boy figure laughing in his face. Goodbye for now. The glitches on the screen show Shadow Freddy screaming in the distance. A voice in the distance is heard with a message all distorted. Come find me. The next post-credit scenes show Doug eating in Sparky's. Oh man, I finally get to eat my breakfast. Now that pesky Jane is gone. Seems Ness is gone too. Like, where is everybody? Out of nowhere, Doug sees that his food is missing. Oh, come on. Doug gets a tap on his shoulder. He feels chills as he turns around to see a giant puppet like figure. You forgot to wind the music box. A scream is heard as my grandfather's clock begins to play, and the story ends with the end. Thanks for reading. You get an exclusive reverse cover poster and a happy Halloween. Enjoy your poster. You got the good ending. And that is Five Nights at Freddy's Rewritten. Yeah, I'm gonna go eat some food now. I'm so glad we we got here. Bye everybody.